Right, we're going to live. We're going live.
Okay, I love going live.
Oh yeah. All right, we're looking live right now, live, but also live.
Okay, that's good. Love
Okay.
when things are live.
All right. Are you ready to rock?
Yeah, let me just let people know we're live first.
Okay, good call.
And
Starting
also
out as
watch
Fury
2
Warrior
ads, I
today.
guess, because I'm on an account that's not paying.
Oh. Well, anyway.
That.
I miss Annihilator. I haven't even done anything yet and I already miss it. There are people currently bidding with each other in the trade chat on Alpha, selling tank services. That's fun. That's very funny. For gold. For Alpha gold. Yeah. Well, I forgot to fix my cloak transmog. Turn that off.
Oh yeah.
That's better.
I don't have my transmog mount even like set up in my.
Wow, that is one ugly little. What is that, rogue? Apologies to them, but that starting armor is. Oh, it's a mix of starting armor and actual transmogged armor. Doesn't look great. Yeah, I like your outfit more. Monk starter gear. That's a lot better.
I don't know what I'm wearing. Don't look at me. She's hideous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do, barring any unforeseen circumstances, we're gonna do another 2 passes through the first zone. Me on Warrior first, and then DK. Play through all the Warrior specs. Honestly, there isn't that much stuff to kill. I feel like I'm gonna be having to swap between the, if I'm gonna do every single one of the hero talent specs, and also on each of the real class specs. I feel like I'm gonna have to swap like every time there's a combat quest. I'm gonna have to swap to something else. That's okay. Or we could just do a couple side quests, like one side quest chain. There's a lot of combat side quests. All right, whenever you're ready.
Looking for something special?
There's a bit of a delay here. There we go, finally. I feel like every time we do this, the delay gets like another second longer.
Every time we have a delay, I'm like, is this the time when it stops working and it disconnects? So
Yeah, is the server dead now? I always think that too.
yeah.
Not this time. That's alright, I'll throw the rocks off this time and be able to rescue that guy just in time. Oh, maybe not. Ah, shoot. Next time, for sure. Alright, I don't want to judge this too quickly. Definitely want to pop some cooldowns and compare it to when I was popping cooldowns as Paladin, but I have to say the initial hit on Warrior without cooldowns is like, huh, not amazing. It's also not great. Like, I have a lot of experience playing Warrior, and not having weak auras with sounds and stuff is actually pretty big downside compared to Pally, where I don't have as much sound and stuff.
Just a killing machine over here.
You know what? It's still fun. Still got that fun flow. DK is up next today. Right now I'm playing with this Slayer Fury Warrior. I'll definitely give it that it's interesting. Got to do a bunch of blade storming. That's the thing that I think is kind of weird. I mean, clearly it slams. Does a lot of damage. But, I don't know, it's a little weird that they build this as Slayer. It's going to be this big execute tree, and then the core of the tree is not execute, it's blade storm. I mean, as you can see right there, I just got a little mini blade storm proc. It just feels like a misnomer. Yeah, that's right. There's some cool utility in, I think it's in this tree, the Slayer tree, where like one of the talents, one of the mini talents, like when you charge, you slightly reduce the cooldown on, what's the deal here? Is Blade Storm saying it's off cooldown? It's not working. That's not great. Anyhow.
I'm a little behind you this time.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah. There's like... So sometimes when you charge, you'll get like cooldown reduction on leap, and when you leap, you'll get cooldown reduction on charge. And I think that's cool. Like, let's see if I have that talented right now or not. Yep, I do. I just shaved like 5 seconds off the cooldown of charge, and then that shaved 5 seconds off the cooldown of leap. I like that a lot. That actually feels pretty cool. Blade Storm time, go. Okay, yeah, it feels pretty good. Honestly, it feels more like Fury Warrior of, I don't know, like 8 to 10 years ago. It's kind of been a while. I haven't really thought about, like, Warlords of Draenor Fury in a bit. That little bit's really good. The random Blade Sword proc, so just kill everything. Can't complain about that. I think I'm gonna kill this malfunctioning Spire again, just to do it. Yeah, that execute hits real hard. You get like, what is it? You get
You
like
ready to kill the beetle?
Yeah, I need to rescue some damaged relics, and then I'll be good to kill the beetle. They're mostly all stacked up here. You get like a stacking buff that increases your next execute, and then there's some procs when you hit them with that execute. You get like increased attack speed and stuff. Honestly, it is more polished than some stuff that they have shipped. I will give it that. Okay, I'm coming to help you kill that spider as soon as I pick up the quest.
This is spider?
I think so.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Well, either way. It's interesting that Bladestorm is just showing off cooldown when clearly that's not the case. Not sure what's going on there. I didn't get credit for holding her off.
Me either.
Alright, well, we'll do it again.
my
Haven't played with
weapon is
rogue specs
broken?
yet.
My weapon is broken already. What?
Huh, that's weird. Alright, I
Hi.
think... Oh, they're not going to let me change... Oh, that's right, because I'm running Ravager in the other spec. And I have no idea when Bladestorm's going to come off cooldown. So that's interesting.
You know what? They
Things
gave
are working
me
great.
a sword because
Oh,
they
you're
made
using
me
the
a
wrong type of
windwalker.
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was broken. It was broken.
No,
But
you were
yes.
dual wielding.
No, it was broken. I was able to repair it. It was red, and it said, repair your armor. So
Okay.
it's definitely broken.
All right, great.
But also, yes, it was the wrong kind of weapon because they started me as a Windwalker. That was not my choice. They unwillingly
Right,
made me
right.
a Windwalker.
That's how they do.
Okay, I got credit that time.
Yeah,
You know, I
as did
think it was
I.
because we didn't stand close enough to the dwarf when we started.
Great.
Oh,
Oh, backwards text again. Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, I think I want to play around with the Mountain Thane
I'm in
Fury
combat
Warrior
with
more.
something. I will join you in a bit.
Yeah. This is something I've kind of noticed in playing around with some of these hero specs. Like, some of them just seem very, very much more oriented toward one spec than another. And I think I feel that way about, like, the Mountain Thane versus the Slayers. Like, I think the Slayer Fury Warrior can be really fun. The Bladestorm damage is clearly pretty great. But it doesn't really feel thematically all that much like Fury Warrior. Whereas I think this Mountain Thane one feels way more like what Fury is normally. Weird little bit of like interaction for it. It makes Thunderclap into a rage generator, like basically, you know, the same Thunderclap that Prot has, and it makes it work with all the Whirlwind talents. So you just use Thunderclap instead of Whirlwind, and that's pretty different. You don't get any of the Thunderclap cooldown reduction though out of Avatar talents. Also, they really jacked up the Warrior class talent tree down at the bottom, and frankly throughout the middle. Like, there's a lot of weird pathing and stuff. I actually think they might have nerfed it when the goal was not to nerf it. I think. They may not, I mean, I'm sure they're not done. It is a beta, alpha, whatever. Alpha, beta. You're blowing up spiders?
I finished already.
Oh, great. Same. I would not mind if there were like cooldown reduction when you got the Bladestorm procs. Like, maybe not full cooldown reset, but some kind of cooldown reduction would be cool. A second for every enemy you hit, something like that. Hey there, we're doing all right. Going for rounds 4 and 5 tonight.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think that the Colossus Warrior is going to wind up actually being better than expected. I'm not thrilled with the animation for it as protection. I think it's pretty underwhelming, at least as a Tauren. But that's about my only complaint with it.
I missed a guy down there. Oops. I missed the guy on the left. I thought there was an extra one up here. There is not.
I think the rest of like the passive bonuses around Colossus Warrior are just so good. I wonder if I'm getting the same bug that you did, because I'm at 7.
The markers are not like grayed out for this time.
Interesting. They are for me. Oh, I missed this guy down at the bottom of the stairs. All right, time to turn on this robot or this computer again. Push some buttons. We're going to be really good at knowing how to do this first zone.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to do it again anyway. We'll have several more playthroughs, so.
Yeah. I mean, I assume this isn't really the complete finished product anyway, since we're not doing some of the quests that like force you to go through dungeons and stuff. And
Yeah.
presumably you will, just from the look of the amount of XP that we've gotten from doing this, it seems pretty clear to me that you are going to be expected to do a bunch of side quests to actually hit max level, which is fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
In fact, my druid finished at 72 and the others are 73.
Yep, exactly.
I would definitely say I had the least fun playing Druid.
I
far.
unfortunately think I would agree. I didn't really like Druid of the Claw for Feral or Bear. I liked the Lunar Bear. Where are we going? We can go do Crossroads if you want.
No, let's do campaign.
Yeah, let's just focus on the campaign. I'm game for that.
And then we can Bone Thugs and Harmony later.
That's right. Skip that conversation.
Yeah, no.
The Dark Iron Clan will have their...
Okay, and now we go due south. Way down south. A lot of flying back and forth. I'm glad that we have the
Yeah.
the like, I don't know, even though I know this is like a really long distance across the zone, wasn't very long. Didn't feel slow at all. What a good decision to let us fly from the start of every expansion. I'm so glad that they had this idea on their own without any feedback. Without anyone crying. Alright, you want to journey into the Earthcrawl Mines Delve?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Just don't.
Let's go save the
the
Earthen in the
equipment.
Delve. Stop lagging and interact with me, Braun.
For real.
Okay. Oh, did you know that I have an unspent talent point?
I have new items in my collection.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Alright, let's help Braun
I've
push
looked
this
at them,
cart
but they
through.
don't feel seen, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I keep getting your wind walking buff and then it falls off and then I keep getting it and then it starts
and
to
then
fall
you're
off.
sad.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, if you step in the webs, we get to do more combat. Excellent.
Yeah, you get more spiders.
Excellent. That's exactly what I'm looking
Yeah,
for. So,
yeah. Get more spiders. More spiders. Here, I'll go through these. And then I'll go through these. Oh, they don't like if you go too fast, I guess.
yeah, I'm liking that. That's a lot more fun, getting to kill a bunch of guys.
Absolutely. I couldn't click the first guy that was trapped.
Yeah,
I'll go back
interesting.
and click
Me
this
neither.
guy.
Nope, you won't.
Oh.
Too slow.
I can double jump.
That's true. And you can roll. Alright.
Probably Demon Hunter, because it's not available.
Yeah, I would definitely say Demon Hunter because they only have one of the two trees available, so we haven't touched that at all yet.
And I mean, I'm just interested to see.
Let's kill this feasting Nerubian over here. And then you know what? The next one for me that I'm excited about, it's kind of a weird one, Frostfire Mage. Being able to cast Frostfire Bolt. Extremely exciting. I like this a lot. This feels like a blend of Fury Warrior and Prot Warrior, but like mostly like 90% Fury Warrior, 10% Prot, in a way that I really enjoy. So I like this Mountain Thane Warrior a lot. I'll definitely be playing this a bunch in like solo content, world quests, delves, that kind of thing. Slayer Warrior I'll play too. I mean, again, it could actually wind up being stronger. The issue with the Blade Storm bugging out and just not showing a
Quest.
cooldown was kind of weird.
Quest.
But oh yeah, yep, get the quest.
Could you XP in here maybe by just spawning spiders over?
I don't know that they're actually giving us any XP. I'm not looking at the number. So maybe, but probably not. I'll bet some brilliant person's gonna figure out some other degen way to XP. Or again, maybe not. Maybe they just do it right, and the fastest way to XP is just a quest super efficiently. Alright, I really want to play around with a little bit of arms. Since both of the Fury Warrior trees, you know, you're not using Annihilator. Unfortunately, Annihilator is gone, but otherwise, feels pretty familiar. Alright, let's play a little of this Colossus Warrior. This is a thing I've been wanting to dabble in a bit. Well, it definitely pipes. Gotta give it that. I mean, that's how it always has, you know, when you got cooldowns going. I'm playing around with the Spear instead of Thunderous Roar since they've nerfed Thunderous Roar pretty hard. Well, Colossus definitely hits pretty hard. Need to build up more of the,
We did get XP for those, but it was 1 and 2 experience.
Oh,
so
excellent. I see that. I see that in my chat log now, yeah. That's a lot. It's really
You'd
adding
have to be
up.
here a very long time. You'd have to move in.
Well,
for
it's
the rest of
only
your WoW career.
299,660 XP to level, so yeah, kill about 300,000 of those little guys. I don't know. I think it's doable. You've talked me into it.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can get up to 10 stacks. Okay, there we go. 10 stacks of this Devastate. What is it called? Demolish buff. And then try and one-piece the boss. Pop all my cooldowns at once and just one-bang it. Alright, I've got every cooldown available. Alright, here goes. Oh, that's pretty good. 670,000 damage from a single GCD. That's not too bad. It is weird that Demolish is showing off cooldown again. That seems incorrect. Yeah, I don't know. We beat the cart coming through, that's for sure. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have auto loot turned on. What? Okay. That would explain why I didn't auto loot earlier when I was doing that one quest where you pick up the gems from the dead guys. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah. Alright, I have to say that of the DPS specs that I've played, the 2 versions of Fury Warrior and this one version of Arms, only playing this one version of Arms for like a minute. Don't forget to talk to Bran. I like this
I
one.
haven't forgotten yet.
I like this version the most.
Unlike some people.
That's right. Whew. Big hitter. The ramp up with the Colossus Warrior is a bit strange, though, I have to say. Trying to get a nice 10 stacker and then just go destroy some monster in one hit.
I gotta go. I gotta turn that other quest. I
As
always,
do I.
miss the entrance for it.
I don't need 10 stacks. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, Demolish is pretty cool with a two-hander. I'll give him that.
Meet you at the quarry.
That's right.
Not the Crossroads. Just
No, definitely not that. Alright, this is the one where we gather the ore and kill the mushroom men.
Yeah, someone was here recently. Someone cooked here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen it so
Empty?
friendly.
Okay, great. I'm gonna kill this rare guy again.
Alright, go for it.
Drop the bomb, drop the hammer, all that. I mean, that's a pretty big hit, and for 45 seconds, that does feel pretty nice. It does add another keybind, though. It's got the, like, janky setup of it basically being Fists of Fury, but, you know, this is a way to do it. If you're gonna make Fists of Fury a very annoying skill that people hate, if you make it do, like, enough damage to kill God, then I think people are willing to forgive that. Thank you. I like dynamic flying and dragon riding very much. It's something I've wanted in the game, and I was never quite able to like articulate what it is that I wanted, but I've wanted it in the game since like Warlords of Draenor, really. I keep forgetting to rend stuff. I'm not very good at arms. I haven't played it in a while.
I'm stuck in looting animation.
Yeah, that's true. It's not Fist of Fury because you can't move while you're doing it. I mean, you can move at like 0.01% move speed, but yeah, it really is more like I-beam. That's true. You need more Fungarian chunks. Some dudes up here, maybe. Well, some dead ones anyway. Yeah,
They're over here. They're all
that'll
respawned.
work.
I'm done as well.
Okay, great. Oh yeah, this Blade Storm, why not? Alrighty, ready to rock? Yeah, High Mountain Tauren, yeah. I do like the animation as arms, as two-hando. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna switch over to Slayer. I was using a slightly different talent setup for Slayer as Fury, but from Mountain Thane, but as arms, I think I'm just playing with the same setup, like Blade Storm, execute stuff. Nothing, no real difference. What's this lady want? She wants us to drown people in the healing waters again. Excellent.
It should be fine because I've already approved you. You can curse in the chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just the default filter that YouTube puts on when you start a stream, but I've already approved you before, so I don't think it's gonna for you again.
Alright, I'm flopping this guy down. Submerge his face completely in the healthy water.
Hero.
Yes. That's right. The only thing I don't like about High Mountain Tauren is they don't have that insane bass in their voice that
The mountain lends us
regular Tauren do. Like just an impossibly bassy voice. They have this like very soothing baritone. Which that's fine, but they sound like a newsman.
They do actually, you're right.
Ah, instead of the like literally impossible to replicate.
Tonight's story.
Yeah.
We have a precious kitty cat who's been rescued from a tree.
Oh, great. That's good for the kitty cat. And good for the tree. That is a terrible... Ah. I feel bad for artists who have to spend their time making stuff that looks like high-res junk. Oh, this is not a campaign quest that I'm over here to hand in. All right, moving on, following over toward you. That's right. Yep, today in High Mountain, nothing happened again.
Oh, I forgot the barrel. Oops.
Oh god, I never put a... I don't think I ever switched in a battle stance throughout this whole time I've been on... been as arms. Great. So I need my weak auras. Warrior, I can't play without him, unfortunately. And it shows. Oh yeah,
you're
there
right.
we go.
Your warrior sting.
There you go. There's some Blade Storm procking. Yeah, Slayer, you know, I think both Slayer and the Colossus make a lot more sense as arms than as Prod or Fury.
I've aggroed a lot of things. You
Well,
mind,
let me come Blade
coming
Storm
over
it. Oh,
here?
you're far away.
Yeah, well, I'll be alright, I think. Maybe. Oh, yep,
I
all
think
of my
so.
click casting rewrote itself.
Alright, I know I'm wasting a bunch of rage,
Well,
but
that's
whatever.
Yep,
Yeah.
gonna need a minute. I literally can't cast anything on myself.
Whoopsie.
Yep, all of it rewrote itself.
You know, it's
Thankfully,
funny,
there's
it's
not
like...
a ton on Monk.
I feel like the whole philosophy, the whole, like, archetype that they're going for with the Colossus is that you do, like, not a lot of hits, but then these really huge hits when you do hit. And then for Slayer, it's like, it's this lot, not a lot of hits, but really big hits when you do hit. And then it's the exact same philosophy for Arms Warrior as well, so... I haven't touched Prot yet. I definitely will here in a little bit. Arms and Fury definitely both feel pretty different. I would say they both feel very different.
Okay, I'm reloading in the hopes that it'll maybe save my clicks.
Yeah, that would be good. And as you can see from the random little Blade Storm procs I'm getting, Arms does a lot of damage with the Slayer setup. It does insane burst damage if you fully ramp up the
Nope.
dominant, what is it called? The Colossus setup. I did like a 600,000 single global to the like delve into boss and basically killed it from like 70%.
Lerald, it's rewriting them every time.
Oh, cool. That's good. Well, that's
Yeah, I
definitely a
can't-
bug to report.
Yeah, I'm about to report it as soon as I set them up again for the third time.
Yeah. Fury feels pretty different too. The Mountain Thane makes it so that instead of using Whirlwind, you use Thunderclap, and it's like a rage generator like it is for Arms, but then it triggers all of your Whirlwind, like AoE cleave stuff. So there's a pretty good difference in feel between all of the DPS specs for warriors, like both the way that they play by default, and then also each of the two hero talent trees also feels pretty wildly different. I'm going to switch back to Colossus and try and charge up my Colossus thing, and then just go hit something for a bajillion damage. You build up a stack every time you hit stuff with Mortal Strike, and then you get, I think, double stacks when you crit. So it takes a little bit to ramp up. But then how much does it increase the damage? Like 10% per stack, so double damage if you fully stack it. That's pretty good. I think that probably means for raid fights, you'll probably rush in and like try and get a stack or two real quick and then just cast Demolish. But then by the time you get it back later, it'll be like fully stacked. Also, they made this really, really nice bonus here where I think it's in this one. Yeah, if you're at max stacks and you trigger another buff proc, it just reduces the cooldown, which I love that. I think that's brilliant. I let all my stacks fall off while I was looking. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to find something and hit it for 20% more damage instead of trying to full stack it. Nothing lives long enough to get fully stacked up. Alright, here goes. Pretty good.
Hello, Earthling. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, glad to help. I really like all of these like passive bonuses and stuff too. Just a lot of things that are like do more damage with your crits and just a lot of do more damage with Mortal Strike, Shield Slam, do more damage with Overpower and Revenge. There's one here. I want to pull these guys down here to really show this off. This Shockwave Knockup, I like this a lot. It's just very fun looking, and it gives you like a bit of cooldown reduction, so that's not bad either. Yeah, 5% more damage, 5% less damage taken, and then 5% larger. They should make that more. I want that to be larger during other effects, but I know people will abuse that to block stuff. So 5% will have to do. Have you finished up these two quests?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
ready
was
to
just
leave
sort
this
of playing
area.
around while you were fixing
Yeah,
your
that's fine.
click
That's okay.
casts. Oh, I'm being attacked.
Well, kill it with
Yeah.
your swords.
I think the
or
biggest
whatever it is you have
downside I
right
see
now.
of Colossus Warrior for Prot, I mean, the obvious one is the cast time on Demolish when you don't really ever want to, it kind of breaks the flow and, you always want to be using skills. I think the bigger issue is, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, anyhow, there's a question about Monk. Yeah, we had he'd played Brewmaster the first night that we were streaming. And
That's true.
There's some follow-up thoughts about that in the last video we put out about the alpha. But I don't know. Did you find Master of Harmony lackluster?
So I actually do have a thought on that. I think that Master of Harmony is really good on paper. The problem with it is just that it's only about half implemented. Don't know why I can't talk now. And so it doesn't really work because it's missing about half of the bonuses, and there are a lot of things that really interact with each other to be to be the thing that makes it good. So it's like looking at, I don't know, a uncooked pizza and then being like, this is not a pizza. Right. Yes, it's not a finished spec, unfortunately.
I just want to ride along as a tiny little...
Yeah, not on this mount though.
I know, but it doesn't...
Yeah.
Doesn't work. I don't like it.
No.
Alright, now I gotta give out some propaganda.
That's right. Read this.
Here's a chore for you.
Yep.
Throw this away for me.
I am hopeful that that is the case for Brewmaster, because that's something they talked about in their general write-up about monks, is they wanted to reduce the amount of keybind workload for monks and fix that issue. And they also did some stuff that doesn't really make sense with the current state of the monk tree. They put Clash into the regular
tree
monk
is very
tree.
weird.
Well, they put Clash into the regular monk tree. I actually think it's better for Brewmaster and Windwalker than it was. But then Clash is still in the Brewmaster tree, which to me just says they haven't.
Okay.
They're not done.
Don't forget to talk to the guy
Yep,
over there.
that's right.
Before you come talk to the guy over
That's
here.
right. But I don't know. They did a good job with the Windwalker tree to make it not have a million keybinds. They haven't done anything with the Brewmaster tree yet, and I'm hopeful that they will, but nothing yet. Okay, I remembered what I was going to say about Colossus Warrior, finally. It's even more keybinds on a class that has, a bajillion cooldowns. Now you have to fit not just Shield Charge, but also, Demolish and Spear.
Did you talk to them?
Yep, I sure did, and they sent me
Alright.
off to the meadery way out east.
Okay. Alright, just making sure.
That's right. You have to, You have to avatar and demo shout. Then you have to get your spear and your shield charge and your demolish out, and you have to have Ravager up before all of that. Like, it's just one more cooldown to fit into your burst damage windows, which were already pretty tight.
Lerald loves extra keybinds. He's always talking about how he wished he had more buttons on Monk. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Warrior in every class, really. Warrior at least makes up for having a million cooldowns by having a pretty simple rotation. Monk has a million cooldowns and a complex rotation. It's too much. I'm telling these people to leave. You gotta get out of here.
Gotta leave, buddy.
You gotta go.
Evacuate. Adios.
Yeah, they've always been trying to get Monk to like use crit, and then basically it just boils down to when there are tiers where all the gear has crit on it, then Monk isn't very good. And that's about the extent of their success with trying to make monks use I said crit, I meant haste.
Yeah, I was curious what you meant by that, because
No,
what?
crit is good, verse is good. Crit is a lot more interesting than verse. Verse is a boring stat. They should probably have killed verse already. What, I
It is a
do
boring
more
stat.
damage and take less? Like, that's boring. I guess you could say the same about crit, but crit's good.
It should just be a PvP stat. Understand why it's on
Verse would
regular?
make more sense as a PvP stat, like old resilience, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's in regular content.
Yeah.
And then you got Shaman, Resto Shaman, and Brewmaster who just love crit verse.
Yeah. I mean, that was at least a
Which is basically
non-zero.
saying the other stats are failures with their spells.
I
mean,
do
that's-
pretty much always think that when haste is when verse is a good stat for a spec, that's not a great sign for the class design. And like unfortunately, like half of the tanks do like verse, which is not a great state of tank class design, I feel.
Did you level up already?
I'm 72.
I just hit 72.
Okay, yeah. But yeah,
'Cause
like
you had a murderous rampage while
that's
I was
right.
busy.
Yeah, while you were keybinding, I was kill.
I love keybinding
Yeah,
over and over again, the same spells on the same class on the same day.
that's how it goes. All right, time to play tower defense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not the only person who's had this observation, but like Monk was probably their weakest in this raid tier that they've been in like a number of years. And I think a big part of the reason for that is because all of the off pieces of leather gear and a lot of the tier had haste on it. And I do think it really came down to that. And then the tier set bonus itself being kind of lame. And that was enough to kind of put with the need for spell warding and grips. Like those three things all kind of came together. Bad itemization for Monk. Need to run 2 other takes for most comps. That kind of did Monk in.
My camera. Let me...
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see the guys that swarm around that you have to like static pulse off. I can't really see them coming in. I think you're just like... I think they just have to swarm you and then you blast them off. I don't think there's a way to like preemptively get them. But that is what I want. I don't want to get swarmed.
I need to put more goo to the very far left channel because when they get in there, they're really hard to hit because of the angle. So if I just could stop them sooner from going in, I feel like
that's not a bad idea. You know, the first time we did this, I didn't use any of the slow goo. Now I'm using only slow goo. That's the best one.
Same. Yeah, only slow goo, guys. It's
That's
the
right.
best.
I think back to multi-strike, the like year and a half that multi-strike was in the game and then removed. They tried some experiments with stats, and like that was cool to try some things out. And then it seems like as soon as Warlords of Draenor ended, they were like, all right, and we will never try to experiment or try anything creative ever again. when it comes to stats. I didn't really think multi-strike was all that good or interesting of a stat on its own. It's basically just crit with a different name, but then they put some effects in where multi-strike would do some cool stuff, and I liked that. Or you would have things that scaled based off a multi-strike or whatever. Alright, we're flying. I feel like we're pretty close to the end of the campaign for this zone already.
You say that every time we do this part.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, I do not trust Blizzard's servers enough. I don't trust anybody's servers, but certainly not Blizzard's enough to do hardcore.
I got distracted by a pretty waterfall.
Yeah.
Slower, slower, slower.
Yeah, I think this next expansion is going to be really good. Oh, we're skipping that conversation.
Oh,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
And that's it. Oh, there's a reason I was feeling like we were getting pretty close to the end of the campaign for this zone.
I'm not even close to 73.
No, neither am I.
Not even remotely close.
What's down in this pit? I'm curious now.
Things with stuff.
Not
probably
an
death.
elevator, that's for sure.
This is an elevator, probably.
Oh, I see. A dungeon. All right, well, time to leave.
Look, there's an elevator type thing right here, but it's
That's
got
right,
a rock
but
on
it's a
it.
broken elevator. More like a lift, really.
Yeah,
But it's got a bunch of rocks on it.
good. Dungeon
Oh, yeah.
down in a hole.
Yeah. Well, it's easy enough. You want to go do the Crossroads, do a little bit of questing there.
Yeah.
I didn't even really get to do anything as prod as all. I feel like we blasted through everything else. Thank you.
I don't think we've ever received that comment.
No, we haven't.
Just a lot of complaining on the video about how to fly forever
That's
when you
right.
only had 3 vigor. And just people going, I can't, this doesn't work. This is bullshit.
That's right. You have to get
Okay.
you have to get more vigor. You have to get all the whatever they were called at the time, the dragon power to be able to stay in the air. I thought that was pretty cool, the reveal that they're going to let you start dragon riding at level 15 when you're leveling up.
The
Like
race
that's not
to
a
world
huge deal
last,
for
you
us, but
say.
that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Race to World last. I saw that like coverage for that. It's gearing up or whatever. It's cool. Seems like a lot of fun. It's been fun the last couple of tiers. You want to stop and do
Yes.
this one with the mud and the honey? All right.
Love mud and honey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think, especially given the amount of time it takes to fly through this campaign and how much of it is combat versus how much is talking, that, like, dungeons will probably be a better indicator of how each spec really feels. But, you know, it's kind of fun to play through this. I actually like this.
I hope there's not a ton of people doing this. It's one click at a time.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's going to be a big log jam if there are a ton of people trying to do this. You know what? Yes, it is Mud Honey, like the band.
I'll join you in a moment. Had to wait for you to do your thing, and then I have
That's
to
right.
do the
That's
not
right.
great. This is not great. Actually, that's my feedback so far about quests. That particular
That one
thing,
quest,
not great.
it's not great. All right, these ones
Not
knock you back, as you recall.
Yep.
Not far enough to get into charge range, though, to get outside of the charge radius. Okay, so that shield charge hit pretty hard. That's interesting.
I touched a death tit though.
Yeah, Okay. Well, the shield charge hit for like 100k, and then the demolish hits for
okay.
substantially harder. Let's check this out. Yeah, okay, not too bad. Could be a little more. I didn't have any cooldowns rolling, I don't think. I know I didn't have demo shout on it.
Oh, right. The quest markers do not despawn.
That's right.
I gotta report it again. Gotta report it again. Man, is it...
Yeah. Yeah, I wish that there were more tank talents that really did have so much of an impact on the playstyle as Press the Advantage, because I would
Oh.
like to put out like a series of videos on things that have big impacts like that, as opposed to just like little ones like, I don't know, swapping between like Into the Fray and Heavy Repercussions. I'm hopeful that they will have some more creative ideas with talents so that I could talk about some of those kind of things more in depth.
Am I, like, missing a step here? They didn't send me out here.
You're on the same quest as I am to get
Okay,
the
I guess
glob of
that
fire
counted for me
honey.
then. I just
Yeah,
didn't see
it
it
did.
tell me it counted.
Oh, I mean, Dragonriding is definitely like a skill that you'll have to develop over time, but it's worth it since they are keeping it going forward, fortunately. All right, well, that's our honey. You want to go kill some dudes down in the dirt? I'm so happy that they're keeping Dragonriding around, dynamic flight, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah. You know what? I think literally just that moment right there was like all it took to really get me warmed up to playing the Colossus Warrior. I actually think it's sick now. The amount of burst damage. Initially I was like, I don't know about all this cooldown window stuff that you're gonna have to fit all in, but I've changed my mind. I think it's awesome. And I really do love all the stuff in the tree. It's like, you know, more damage from this, more damage on Shield Slam, more damage on Revenge. I mean, to
Won't
be
make the
fair,
same
a lot of
mistake
people
this
don't
time.
like Press the Advantage. It's not the end of the world if you don't like it. I would say it's probably the most controversial talent
we
that
have loot
exists
over
in
here?
WoW right now. Well, some of that was me killing. Oh, you've got all your mud, huh? Or how many? How many muds do you have? I'm at 10. You're at 8. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the warrior stuff so far. I want to play around a little bit with Mountain Thane. I really hate that this is a choice node right here. You can either get 15% more lightning strikes, or you can have your lightning strikes generate rage and then increase your revenge and execute damage. I want both. I definitely want both. It's hard to make that choice between the two. There are so many other things that synergize really, really well with just having more lightning strikes. But like giving up 15% revenge and execute damage that's a hard one to take. There we go. That's our first lightning strike. Another lightning strike. Excellent. Oh, nice. I got the Thunder Blast. That'll make my next Thunderclap do a bunch more damage and gives it a cool sound. I think the biggest concern I have with tanks going into the next expansion is just the group utility issue for both like Mythic Plus and Raid. Like right now, they're giving all this cool damage and stuff and like really fun personal value to Warrior and to Monk.
I'm all set if you're...
I think I should be done now too. Kill this guy just to do it. But, you know, like if DK still has grip and Pally still has spell warding and group healing and all, I don't really know. You know, you're going to have to do a lot more damage, like 10 times more damage on a monk or a warrior for that to be good enough to compensate. Or spell warding has to be expanded to Rep Pally. I mean, that would work. I pretty much only play tanks in any sort of group content, and then I'm happy to see them expanding single player content with delves so that I can like kind of play some DPS in those, because I do like DPS. I just always tank. You want to go do this other quest, the Morning Rise?
Yeah.
All right. We can just do this one and then switch over to the other characters. Do the, what is it, DK and Evoker? Because I do want to play around with DK quite a bit. I think some of the stuff for DK seems
Let's
really
just
fun.
finish out the quests.
Yeah, sure. True.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brewmaster, during its run, during the, like, years that Brewmaster has existed, I think it's probably been the highest damage tank most of the time. Not all the time, definitely not right now. But
this
most of
instant
the
spinning
time.
crane kick is really weirding me out.
Really? I kind of think it's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't like it. I'm like, did it go off?
Okay, I
What's
think I figured
happening?
out the quest that we've interacted with that causes the crouching bug, because I'm stuck crouching, and this is where it happened on the last couple of characters,
No,
too.
I had it earlier, and I don't have it now, so...
Interesting.
I had it much earlier. When we were throwing the bombs on the holes, I had it then.
Yeah. You
And I
know...
didn't crouch for anything other than to pick up the barrel to
Interesting.
blow them up.
Okay. I had this same criticism when I was playing Fury Warrior. I feel like the Mountain Thane proc rate on the lightning strikes, because like right now I'm running the talent that makes you get more of them. No, I'm not. I'm not running it. Okay.
You're a liar.
Yeah, I'm a liar. Well, anyway, it feels too low. That's what I was trying to say. And so 15% more often I don't think is going to fix it compared to the Colossus tree.
We gotta kill a guy, don't we? Pick up a thing or something?
Yeah, we have to place that deck of cards.
Oh, I gotta go speak with a lady.
Yeah, it is moo walking. Yes, that's good.
Pick up the other two, and then we'll go upstairs.
Oh, hold on. You know, we realized this yesterday as well. What mount should I hop on to ride like this?
Oh, I don't know, but come kill these things, please. They're destroying.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up there.
As you can see, I'm dying.
Yeah, you seem very dead right now. Well, you know, there's pretty
Actually,
good
to
burst
be
damage out
honest
of
with
this
you,
spec too.
They were doing a lot of damage to me, but I
And then
put
you cool down and then
Cocoon
you
on
were fine.
myself, and I
Yeah.
have an extra bonus on Cocoon where it
Yeah.
also heals immediately, so it's...
Yeah.
I was fine. I am crouching though. Again now.
Oh, here's a rare Flamekeeper Graz.
Yes, Earthling they do, and I can show you one after
Yeah.
we get out of combat.
Yeah, we were playing around a couple of nights ago. We just like rode around on a bunch of different mounts for like an hour. And
Do you have the class mount on that character?
I have the warrior class mount. I don't actually remember what it is. But I rode around on the monk class mount Banlu, the talking cat, and it looked really good. The flying cats in general looked way, way better than I expected. And then the flying
you know what? I don't
horses,
have it on this
not so
character.
good.
You'll have to show the warrior class instead.
I'm trying to remember what it is. Well, it's not showing up
Yeah,
there.
no, I'm not a warrior.
Yeah, what are
I
the
don't
warrior
know any
class mounts? I'm
warriors.
literally just gonna Google it. Warrior class mount. Bloodthirsty warworms. Oh, that's right. War worm. Yeah. So, yeah, obviously this one's gonna be a dynamic flyer and look cool. It's a dragon.
I gotta kill the guy on the...
Oh, yeah. But the other class mounts also were flying. The Demon Hunter one, which I haven't played the Demon Hunter, but the same model comes from the Antorus mount. Let me look that up. Antorus. Antoran Gloomhound. And I thought this one looked amazing. Although it doesn't look as amazing when I'm surfing on its back because I'm stuck in that bugged pose. There we go. Looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to land and join you here. What are we looking for? We're looking for earthen belongings.
Yeah, we have to kill this guy and then it's underneath.
I don't know where you... Oh, I see.
Downstairs.
You're downstairs inside of a building. I got it.
And then clicky.
Excellent.
We got one in the middle or something. Oh yeah, one over here, right of the stairs.
All right.
This guy's dead.
I really wish I weren't stuck in this crouching pose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. You know, I have heard that evokers can do static flying. You can't turn static flying on in the new zones until you've done Pathfinder. That's the reward for the Pathfinder achievement. But you're able to do static flying in like anywhere else, you know, Orgrimmar, Stormwind, wherever, and yeah, I have heard that people can do that. I know you can like dynamic fly or static fly with Druid flight form as well, so it makes sense. I think it is. I think it's definitely worth it to have S key. I mean, it doesn't literally have to be S key, although that's a convenient one to do. But yeah, backstepping is pretty important as a tank to make just like little adjustments. I've always thought, even for people who say like, oh, it's a DPS, you should unbind that. I think that's actually a mistake. Just don't, just use it correctly. It's useful to be able to take one step backwards at lots of points while playing. I've always thought that was just straight up bad advice. Those guys were healing for a lot. Yes, druids will definitely have a big advantage. Yeah, I
have to limit your question. We're gonna be
fine.
on for a bit. We got a whole other character to do, so
that's right.
And we're not bothered by questions. That's
we
part
like
of the
them.
job.
That's right. Yeah, I think the Mountain Thane is okay. I think the concept is cool, but I have to say, I think Colossus Warrior is way more interesting. Those big bursts of damage are way stronger, better, whatever. Speaking of bursts of damage.
That was all me, obviously. Yeah.
The fact that I immediately instantly snapped back into the crouching animation kind of undermines the look a little bit. Doesn't look as good as it could, but hey,
Oh, good luck.
Good luck with Farak.
Good luck with that.
He's
that
he's a toughie. Very annoying, very difficult boss.
Brought you over.
Oh, thank you. I did want somebody to kill. All right.
All right.
Grand Heister Bach over here in this cave.
Mm-hmm.
Got him. Yeah, I don't know. I actually am really, really vibing with Colossus Warrior. I think it might
We
be my
didn't
favorite
talk to
of the
the
specs.
NPC, or we have to talk to them now?
No, we
Oh,
talked
okay.
to him afterward.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was like, oh god.
Do a little wrap up after. Yeah.
I don't want to wait.
All
I
right,
don't want to sit here and wait.
to spin
Which
around
one?
on my mount. Coming
Which
over
one?
to hand in this quest. Who runs this
Okay.
fine establishment?
All right, great.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go back to playing a little arms. I have been vibing with Colossus Prot. It's quite fun.
Oh, this quest. Okay, this is my least favorite quest.
We could not do this.
No, let's just do it. Let's try
Alright.
to find a way to make it easier. Where should
Yeah,
we
that's a
go
good
here?
idea. Since we're gonna have to do it on retail. Okay, I found a bunch of
Let's
guys
go
over
here.
here.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch over there too.
Alright,
At
great.
the trees. Yeah, so these are going to be roaming back and forth, so you just got lucky that the Pat was here. The ones that are over by
Well.
the trees are just sort of sitting there, which I think is pretty great.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So over here, they're just sort of in a really small pattern.
Okay. You know, I think I might have literally been doing more damage as arms, or I mean as prot than I am as arms. That's more of a skill issue, I'm sure.
This guy is from the trees. He just followed me. There's these two, and then there's that one
Hello, Australian.
over there, and that one.
Thanks for tuning in.
Greetings from the U.S. Yes.
That's right.
Nobody wants to be greeted from the U.S.
No, not really.
Greetings from Florida. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's a lot less insane.
Honestly, it is.
Oh god. I got flashbanged. I flashbanged myself. You know what? I haven't touched Fury in quite a bit. I'm feeling antsy. Switch over to
Weren't
Fury
you just
Slayer.
playing it like 10 minutes ago, or no?
No, I haven't played Fury since like the opening couple of quests.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah. Gotta find the right transmog. There we go.
I killed 3 over here. You should
Okay,
have
cool.
cores.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I see them. I'm
I
stuck.
just
I'm
need to
stuck in
go
this
loot
looting
core.
animation. I'm just gonna be stuck crouching forever.
I
Okay.
don't see any Chromecasts or cast-enabled TVs linked to your account.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Thank you, Google Home.
Okay, Google Home is now transmitting
Okay,
over the stream.
Google Home's lost it.
I don't understand.
Fantastic. Oh god, no, not this quest. No, no.
Yep. This is the worst quest. Yep.
Yeah.
This is the worst quest.
That's the
I'm
worst
doing it
because it
already.
keeps
I'm
bugging
doing
out.
it. I already
Alright, I'll
started.
let
I
you
got
do
here and
it.
it started.
Yeah, I'll let you do it first. Yeah. Alright, you tell me when you're done. I'm gonna go kill some guys.
I'm a great helper. What was I doing again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This poor guy.
It's okay. It's okay, Corgran. Oh, greetings from Florida. I am a I was born in Chicago, so but I am now called a Floridian.
That's right.
I've been here too long. Oh.
That's an interesting question. I'm trying to think of the right
yeah,
answer.
I'm also thinking about it. Like, I think, like when we were reviewing the first night, I think our like main thing was like we really like the hero talents. I'm done. You can come in now.
Okay, I'm gonna come take care of that quest then.
We really like the hero talents. It's a nice change of pace to be able to flip back and forth between them. It's sort of like having, you know, Covenant abilities, but being able to change them out in the world. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, a good version of them. Yeah. Yeah, a good version of Covenant abilities. I think I would
can't believe you
say.
weren't subbed either. You're killing us. No.
I think I would say my favorite part of the alpha thus far has been Templar Paladin.
Yeah, my favorite has been Void Weaver
cool.
Priest, and we played those for. Well, I played Priest first in our first set, and he played Paladin yesterday. So we'll probably team those two up for doing dungeons.
That's probably
see.
true.
We'll see.
I did really like Windwalker Monk as well. Windwalker Monk, the rework on it is like not complete, but what they've got thus far is real good. They haven't done anything to rework tanks at all, like nothing. So I don't really have any strong opinions on what they've done with tanks other than the hero talents. And all of the hero talents I've played around with so far have, for the most part, been, you know, pretty cool, pretty good. I clicked the wrong thing. I think I'm screwed. Oh, no, I completed. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
The only hero talent trees that I think have been kind of disappointing so far were Druid of the Claw. I thought that was pretty boring for both Feral and Bear. And I guess Master of Harmony for Brimmaster Monk, but only because I think it is both very, very good and not complete. So
you threw me off the mount. What is that? What is this?
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for these guys to come outside so we can talk to them. Yeah, there are some cool new animations for a lot of the specs, and then there are some that I was like a little disappointed that there wasn't a new animation. I really liked all of the...
I'm a little disappointed with the... I can't... Alright. I'm a little disappointed with that warrior one we were looking at yesterday, to be honest.
Warrior one?
Yeah, the one that you were using on the training dummies. You're like, look at it. Oh,
and
that's it.
The Colossus warrior animation. Well, it looks really good for two-hander, but it's very, very underwhelming for one-hander, sword and shield. Yeah. Is this gonna trigger something? Hopefully. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, he's...
I thought the animation for Druid of the Claw was pretty cool, but I just didn't actually like the way that it played. It was like a proc that adds some damage, and it's a pretty low proc rate, and that was kind of it. I guess I liked the animation on the Herald of the Sun Paladin a lot. There's like a lot of, I mean, you know, fiery looking stuff that actually, it wound up looking like a lot better than I thought it would.
All right, coastline to the east, or?
Yeah, southeast one. Yeah, the Titanic Expedition one to the northeast, that's that quest where there's like 3 quests where you kill some stuff and then you loot a Titanic orb and then that's it. It was like very fast. Yeah, I like the idea of baking different like skills into each other. Like I like what they're doing with Chi Wave, where it's not a keybind you press anymore. That's right. Yeah, like Chi Wave won't be a keybind anymore. It'll just be a proc that occurs when you Rising Sun Kick. I think that's good. That's a good way to fix a lot of the
That's what I'm using.
Over bloated stuff for Monk. Yeah. Well, it's good in 2 ways. Like one, it's good just because it helps you not have to have so many dang keybinds, but then also you have a lot of GCD friction, so you can't just like actually hit Chi Wave very often. You're never hitting it on cooldown. You have way too many other things competing, so by having it just tied in as a proc, now you're actually getting a lot more uses of it than you would have before. So it is actually a net positive in top of being like a quality of life improvement. So pretty good. Good touch of death.
I'm contributing.
That's right.
I'm making the area beautiful. That's how I'm contributing.
Make Azeroth beautiful.
Trying.
Blade storming it up. Let's go. That Blade Storm is not doing enough damage.
Kinda piddly.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of
I
hard
have
to
not
evaluate
gotten
all
a
the...
single pristine horn.
Really? I'm at
Yeah.
1,
Okay, I just
actually.
got one. I just got one.
I guess I'm smashing all the horns into bits with my Blade Storm.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if you would stop. Maybe the one you just killed. One more.
I really don't like that they killed the Annihilator talent for Fury, the one that made you have, like, you weren't able to Raging Blow anymore, but you gained a bunch of extra damage and rage on all your autos.
No,
I just
dude.
like that play style a lot,
I just want to cross over here.
but it's just completely gone now.
Okay, done.
I, on the other hand, am not.
Your murderous rage cannot be stopped.
That's right. Okay, one more. It might be stopped by the fact that there aren't any more guys to kill. Nah, there've got to be. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, so let's just kill them all. Got it.
Might as well. One of these guys has got to drop the thing, for sure. That's a lot of Blade Storming. And it's doing a little bit of damage. I think the point of Blade Storm in this build really is more to serve as like a damage buff that then you combo out of. But by the time I've finished it, everything's dead. All right, time to say goodbye. Chi Burst is still in the game, and it's just same as it ever was, but Chi Wave has been turned into a passive.
Okay.
Okay.
Time to go.
Hey, you know,
Let's
sleep is for the
do,
weak, as they say.
Brambleshire.
I'm still waiting on him to conclude his ceremony of shutting off. We could go to a
Okay.
Titanic expedition. That's the only one I have. I genuinely think I might have been doing more damage. Mob to mob, pole to pole, as prot. All right, let's get back into that Colossus prot setup. Oh, make sure you don't fly too close to the ground. Oh, never mind. This isn't the area full of elites. I think that's the forest west of here.
Yeah, it's the middle.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, I also slept until like very late. But I went to
Yes.
sleep at like 4 p.m. So
Yeah, I went to sleep in the mid-morning. Well,
it's almost
pretty
lunchtime.
close to noon. Yeah, we're getting close to lunch. All right, Gorlocks and artifacts. That's right. That's what this quest is. It's like a couple of things, and then like, oh, it's done. Yep, it's already done. Good thing I switched to prod. I can gather everything up. I mean, not that anything has been dangerous at all, even in this like Garbanzo gear that they give us to play around with initially. All right, let's do the. That's pretty good. That's pretty good big slam there, considering how much of it's being split. Yeah, I think an arms Blade Storm would have done more than the Prot Warrior for sure. Still not too bad. 10 guys dead already. That's a pretty good first pull.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be available on launch. We know that.
What?
10 guys that are just available
Oh yeah,
to
that are
kill.
not pulled by a bunch of
That
people.
are not-
Yeah, probably.
Not
Yeah.
fully gray. Yeah.
Yeah. As for how good the ignore pain is feeling as Colossus, I gotta be honest, I haven't done anything that's like challenging at all. Just doing like quest mobs. You can see they're not doing a lot of
Nothing-
damage.
There's literally nothing scary in
Yeah.
anything that they have. The only thing that's scary, I guess, is the forest of elites that we were talking about, and you
Yeah.
will just be instantly killed by the things in there.
Yeah, because they're
So-
level 80 elites, and so there's
And they
no
don't
chance of staying
scale.
alive. Yeah, they're not scaling down. The rares in that area are scaling down. I
like,
mean,
if we were 75, we would probably attempt to kill them. I think
Yeah.
World and I could do it, but
but you're
I
capped at
can't do it at
73 right
72 or
now.
73.
Yeah. I would say like on paper, it seems like a pretty good defensive bonus though. So like I'm pretty happy about it. Even though obviously I can't like give a real evaluation of how it actually feels.
I mean, you'll get touched up. The
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
is
just
you can pull
instantly dead.
there's a rare over there, so we stopped to kill it, and we were like, oh, we can kill this, and we were doing fine because it scales. And then, unfortunately, all the trash around it joined us, and they were like,
Yeah.
hi.
And they do not scale. A very
do not scale.
weird bit of world design.
They do not
All right.
scale, and they do not miss.
All right, let's do it. Demolish. That's a pretty good shot right there. I wonder how this is going to impact since, what talent is it? This one right here, 10% more crit damage. I do wonder how this is going to impact how much you value crit as a warrior. It's not like you can really get enough crit to ever even get close to like a 50% shot on your Demolish's critting, so it's always pretty wide RNG. It probably doesn't do anything to make crit like a high prio stat, just like slightly better than mastery. I believe it was middle button and then left. Maybe it's the other way around.
That is Jade Fire Stomp.
I like it, yeah.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Here, I'm going to show you it without any mobs around.
I love it. Oh, it's left
It's
then
very
middle, I
pretty.
believe.
Yeah, no, it's middle then left.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
it on the
it was.
first shot then. I don't know.
Yeah. And I'll do it again because it'll have a pattern.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they
Oh, that
nerfed
one should have a
Thunderous
different
Roar. It
pattern.
never doesn't generate rage anymore, and it also doesn't give you bleed damage all the time, only during the brief period when it's active. So I think that Spear might genuinely be the way to go from now on. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. There's also like the talent that you take into Thunderous Roar is this crit one that's not as good, whereas Armored to the Teeth is very good. You're definitely going to want to take both points in that. So if you were to go like, all right, we're not taking Armored to the Teeth, I'll take Thunderous Roar, then you're not getting everything that you would want out of it. So I think Spear might be back on the menu.
There you go. There's a different pattern.
Yeah. Which Spear has a new animation. I actually think I might like the Bastion one more, but I don't know.
Oh, I like this one a lot. I disagree.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
very cool looking.
It doesn't matter how I feel about it, because ultimately this
That's
is the
what it
one that we
is.
have. Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. It's just like, that's very different. Yeah, I would say that the warrior class tree. I mean, I hate to be a doomer. I genuinely think they nerfed it in trying to buff it, which that doesn't inspire confidence in them to fix it on
I
the
don't know
second
if
go
the
around.
frame rate is really coming through, but it doesn't really look poopy in game. So it's more like bronze colored.
I mean, it's dirt. It's like the shaman earth elemental
Nah, it
effect,
doesn't look
sorta.
like that to me.
Oh no,
Nah, it
it's
doesn't.
looking like earthquake animation, kind
As
of.
someone who is playing shaman every week, no, it doesn't. Like,
Oh, well, on my screen it looks a lot like an earthquake. Poop.
it looks like earthquake, but it doesn't look like the same color.
Yeah. You know, honestly, just bringing that back, that utility, that ability to like CC a lot of mobs that jump around, like there might actually be something to that. Maybe that does actually kind of work like a shot in the arm for old Prot Warrior, bring him back into some relevance. Maybe. They need something.
Are these shared?
Seems like it. Interestingly, it does give you a crit damage buff. Just crit damage though, not anything else. But like, I don't know, if you pop that and Avatar and Demo Shout and you have full stacks on your Demolish. Okay, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to save that one guy and kill all these other guys, so let's just go for it. Alright, now we just need to kill 5 more dudes. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe there is something to this. I think nerfing Thunderous Roar, even though I liked it, maybe it kind of opens some things up that could be a little bit more interesting. Because it's not like you have to
I
drop
wonder
the
what these will
spear at
drop.
your feet. You can drop
they
it,
drop
you can
nothing
throw it
right
out at
now.
range, and then it's like a CC skill that also does damage. I mean, there is also the knock-up shockwave from Colossus. That's pretty fun. Bit of cooldown reduction, too. And then you can combine it
You're-
with Rumbling Earth.
You're going outside the quest area.
I sure am.
Let's go back over.
Guy up on top of a cliff.
Here's one.
I know I'm over, but I'm gonna kill this guy too. Had to do it to him. These guys too.
Yeah, I play all healers. Lerald plays all tanks.
That's right.
Actually, I lied. I do play my Warlock as well.
I play DPS classes every now and then. Definitely gonna play more of them in the era of Oh god, why am I spec'd into barbaric training? That's not supposed to be. I knew something felt wrong. That's better. Definitely gonna play more DPS specs in Delve
What's happening?
content.
Watch your backs. See you soon.
Yeah.
How are ya? Off with you.
How are healers looking?
So Resto Druid's really leaning into cat Resto Druid, and I'm just not a fan of that. So for people that love it, they're gonna be elated. Shaman is not done, so I can't really comment on it. You could only use the healing stuff, and it was like half implemented, so it was really...
And how did you like the ancestors?
They were, for the most part, not present for the party. They basically RSVP'd and didn't show up.
Oof.
They just were not spawning with any regularity. They were supposed to spawn off of certain abilities, and they just weren't. So, got bug
Whoops.
reports on those. Priest, Dispriest. I didn't play any Holy yet, but Dispriest, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Voidweaver immensely. And
Good touch of death.
yeah, I really enjoyed Voidweaver. And I would say Monk seems like it has a ton of abilities to heal that I'm like super interested in seeing what it looks like once it's live. Yeah, pretty much. The ancestors are like, their damage needs help, and they weren't spawning off of the skills they were supposed to. So
Yeah, that's not great.
they were just sort of randomly popping up, and it's like, since they do damage, like, I think it's fine for a healer, but I don't know, just not really a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But I did have fun playing my shaman. But I always have fun playing shaman.
You
so
like
I
the
can't
underlying
really tell you if that means
class,
anything.
not the one not the one hero
Yeah.
talent tree so much. Which maybe the other one will be good, but you want them both to not suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
And
agree
I haven't
with
tried the healing one for priest yet because we're literally just, walking around killing things. There's like nothing dangerous or anything.
Yeah.
to do.
I would agree with what Kalamazi said. Like, I haven't played Warlock yet, but I was looking at it a whole bunch as I was like leveling mine on retail real servers recently, and I've really enjoyed it. I found it, like, demo in particular, I found really, really fun and intuitive, and the damage numbers and like the design on all three of the Warlock trees seemed extremely good. So it's like that is as expected, but also like very good. Like it seemed like good news, and I'm glad to see that because I like when Warlocks are fun. Mages or good rather, both I guess. Mages being good, fun, whatever. Don't care so much, even though I like
so
them.
you can go up top and spawn all the guys that are
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
see that
fighting
you've
him.
done that.
And the other ram is up there for me this
Yeah.
time.
You know, honestly, the complaint I had about Demolish, it seems like the cast time scales with haste, like your I-beam and everything else. You're not really locked into it for very long. You're really locked into it for like maybe, I don't know, half a second longer than a normal global. It's not a big deal.
Jay, no, they are not. There are a few there's a lot of not yet implemented talents and hero
Yeah.
talents, and then
Yeah.
there's also a lot of there's VDH is basically not like ready to play yet. Yeah, so the ram is not
Yeah,
here.
it looks really cool. Oh, he just I don't really know how to describe it other than that he's flying sort of through the air without any animations for me, and he's gone. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
I've
walk him
completed
back
the
up
quest.
again. This
I've
is still
completed the
bugged.
quest, and I have to go hand it in down at the bottom.
Yeah, but I haven't completed the quest. I didn't get credit for reuniting.
Oh, great.
He's down.
I will say all the classes and specs are available, but the hero specs, you know, the thing that's different and interesting isn't available on all of them. But like, you can play Vengeance and Havoc Demon Hunter. You're just going to be doing it with only one hero spec tree. That's like not fully implemented. And I know like one of the Brewmaster ones is not yet fully implemented. A couple things like that. They haven't said an explicit, like they haven't set a date for when it's exactly scheduled, but I am feeling more and more like we might get the pre-patch in July. I saw somebody guessing June. I don't think it's then, but you know, could be. That was the end. Yeah, for these characters. So if it's July, that would mean August would be when this expansion would come out, and that's how I've kind of been feeling for a while. Is like late August, maybe early September, but I think it's then, like back to school time, which thankfully doesn't apply to me anymore. For over 10 years. I hate to say it, I think it's Paladin. It's the class I'm most excited for. Although Colossus Warrior really snuck up on me. I think Colossus Prot Warrior has been super, super fun. You want to go ahead and log over to DK and...
Hang on a second.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. I'm just going to put my notes in our chat. Then I don't have to worry about finding them.
Good call. Yeah. I agree. I think Paladin is still super exciting. It's all sort of super uncertain because there is so much like information that we just don't know about tanks yet. We haven't gotten reworks on any of the tanks, and I can't imagine they're just going to go forward with talents exactly as they are. That would be a mistake. But then, you know, what's going to change? Are they going to cut a bunch of keybinds for Monk and make them simple and stronger like they have with Windwalker? If that's the case, Monk would be my front runner. If not, probably Paladin. Warrior feels pretty fun, but I just have the same concerns I do on live where they don't have great group utility.
Lerald, I just want you to see the size of these characters compared to each other. I'm going to send you this.
Okay.
What?
That was my Discord for everybody watching, not yours. I'm going to go ahead and turn on streamer mode so that doesn't happen again from anyone else. Yeah, your characters are all sorts of different heights. I'm going to put that on the stream, actually. No, I was told no, don't. Well, too late. They're very different heights from each other. And that's not representative of their heights on. Yeah. Well, you know, your mismatched transmogs aren't doing you any favors.
Oh my god, I can't do anything about it. Most of my stuff is missing.
That's true.
I mean, look, I don't even have. It won't even. I'm not even wearing a hat on that character, but it is
Yeah.
wearing a hat for some reason.
I get that sometimes in retail where like I will have fixed a transmog and then I'll go to the character screen and something is cached wrong and so I'm just wearing a bunch of wrong gear. All right, let's get that off the screen. Alrighty. I'm online. I'm on Monster Hands. It's true. You got to look good in order to play good. That is exactly how I feel about Prop Paladin as well. They do all the stuff that Prop Warrior does, like iconically, just like 20% better. But then they also do all the stuff that makes them really good too.
Guess what? Evokers are allowed to keep their keybinds.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Prop Pally has tons of cooldown reduction, just like Prop Warrior. It has tons of positive feedback loops with all of its resource generation, just like Prop Warrior. But then it also has tons of external cooldowns for the group. Yeah, tons of burst cooldowns too. That's good. But then also like immunity, like just damage immunities. Great. It's
Before
not
we
fair.
start this set, you can invite me, but I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
I don't know what character you're on. Oh, I remember.
Irisa,
Yeah,
you have a screenshot of my characters.
that's right. And
Yeah.
I need to fix my my colors here. My raid frames. Ugh. That's better. I too need to grab a drink. I'll be right back.
All right. Well,
All right, we're back. Auto loot is on. That's a good reminder. Don't know why that's not the default. I agree.
Yours isn't on. No,
I
it is.
just turned it on.
Oh, okay.
What is going on with your health? You have 205,000 health? That's terrible. Are you nude? I can't inspect you, so we know that the game is working as usual. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Huh. Well, that seems right. What is your item level?
170.
What? That's
That
wrong.
is the gear they put on this character, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it's so low.
That's bad.
It is terrible, yeah.
There's got to be an NPC around here to give gear or something. I would think, but that's not.
Yeah, it's not
You're
gonna...
gonna get one
Obviously, I
piece
just
by
gained...
everything.
I know.
Hi there.
This is equipment enhancement, like gems and stuff. No. I don't know.
Maybe Evoker's not ready to play.
I mean, yeah. Well, we can go.
Ugh. Second, I'm just looking at these other guys.
Yeah.
Do you have anything I can wear? Nope. I have new trinkets and a new weapon, but the rest of my stuff is still really low item level. I don't know why that is.
That's really, really weird.
And I can't get all those other... I can't get, like, any armor items.
No, and surprisingly, all the quests that we do in the zone, they only give you like a handful of gear pieces. They really don't give you a lot of gear.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Won't be doing that. I thought there was a gear person.
Usually it's the Quester Torrent guy. Usually it's somebody over here, but this guy has not that. He just sends you off.
I've been working on some new recipes.
Hmm. Alright, let me try to figure out this problem. Let me go check the forum real quick, see if anybody else is experiencing this. Good God.
All right, I guess I'll go hit a training dummy for a bit and talk about Frost DK at least.
Yeah.
I was wanting to play around with the Deathbringer talent tree. I thought that one seemed pretty interesting. What is that? That's Frost and Blood. You get this Reaper's Mark. I haven't really looked at how it looks at all. Not as interesting, like, visually as I was hoping, but it does do a big pop of damage and on a pretty short cooldown. 30 seconds, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think exactly that. I think it feels like pretty old school, but like cool. Just a big extra burst of damage. Really, really boosts the amount of damage that you deal. You just kind of want to do like, yeah, you throw the rune out and then you want to just do everything you can to build up those stacks. Every time you deal Shadow or Frost damage, you add a stack, so you just want to be blasting it with as many skills as you can once it's active. So you create like these burst damage windows where you pool and pool and pool. And then you Reaper's Mark, and then you just try to burn in the meantime. Hopefully hit the max number of stacks and get it to pop early for like max damage. I like that. That actually is a pretty fun play style, I have to say. Rider of the Apocalypse is an amazing name for a talent tree, but honestly, I think that the talents in it are maybe some of them are really good quality of life, like Mograine following you around with Death and Decay. That's really cool. I could see this being really good. I wish you could have it as Blood, but I don't know if it'll actually be as good, like numerically, just purely. I didn't actually swap, huh? I never got out of combat.
I'm gonna try making
Another one?
Evoker on
Yeah, I think that's
Khadgar.
the right move. Oh, I mean, I would try making it on this server. Maybe just something bugged out. You can try it on either. I
Deleting
mean,
this
it's fine.
one?
If you want to delete it, or just make another one on Khadgar, that's fine.
We can't make two.
I
So I'd
forgot
have to
about
delete
that.
it.
Oh my god, what an awesome limitation to still have in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try a little Rider of the Apocalypse here. I don't know what the proc rate on these bad boys is. Ooh, or the lag rate. We're gonna lag out. Okay, no, just for a second. Not too bad. Yeah, so the deal with these dudes is spending runes has a chance to call them forth, and that's cool. I like them showing up and doing stuff. Yeah, we are getting overlapping guys, as expected. But yeah, as you can see, like, they show up, they do some stuff for a little bit, sometimes they'll overlap, and that's cool. I'm liking this. The aura following you around, that's cool. There's also the Death Charger instead of your Death's Advance. You get a Death Charger that lasts for, how long is that, 10 seconds of 100% increased move speed and like immunity to slows. That's awesome. Yeah, they did. They will throw out an AMS onto you as well. This one right here, they'll sometimes cast AMS on you and themselves. That's pretty cool. Or you can just get 5% damage reduction, sort of, when they're active. Yeah, so Mograine
you
does
are
D&D and follows you around.
Nope, it's still low level gear.
Huh. Whoops. Well, you know, maybe going out there will fix it. I don't know. The only real issue I have with this tree, if I had to, like, if I were forced to say I dislike something about it, which I don't know that I do, it would just be the proc rate seems a little low. Maybe it's not so bad once you're kind of in the thick of things with cooldowns rolling and all. It kind of seems like they had the exact same idea that they did with Conduit of the Celestials for monks, where you summon all the different Celestials just as random procs, and then they do stuff. It's basically that same idea, but cooler. Because you get, like, maybe more impactful bonuses. The strength bonus from Nazgrim all the way down there at the bottom. The Death and Decay that Mograine casts and follows around with has a really good animation on it. I like that. I feel completely the same way. Yeah, I have not really been a big fan of Blood since the Legion redesign, and I'm hopeful that they'll do something to kind of shift it around. I know people are saying that Sand Lane is really strong, the new Blood tree, and that makes sense, but it doesn't seem like it's all that fun to just sort of spam Heartstrike like crazy. Like, that's the thing that everybody hated about late Shadowlands DK. And it seems like that's what they're trying to bring back. Do you want to just try and go on your...
Yeah, just re-invite me. And
All right.
Just give it a go.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, again, maybe it'll scale your gear up once we go out there. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Yeah, I already submitted a bug report for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty irritating.
Yeah, well, you know, alpha's gonna alpha.
I know. I didn't set up my paladin though, so I don't have another character set up yet.
I don't blame you for not setting up a paladin. Holy paladin? Blah. Honestly, I probably would like it, but I don't want to. I did not like Lightsmith, I have to say. Playing around with Lightsmith, I really was hoping for more damage, but the way that the weapon kept bugging out and just choosing the shield over and over again, and then when it would use the weapon, it was like not a lot of damage. Like, I was not thrilled. All right, let's get it going. All right, the whole family is here. Oh, they're gone. I gotta fix my nameplates real quick. I'm running small ones, and they're not always showing. That's better. Oh, yeah, that's sick. That's awesome. I don't know if you're able to see what I'm seeing right now, but this is great. And we get a voice line every time they come out. I'm sure that's not going to get old at all, but I love it right now. Let's kill this rare. Get dunked on, you frozen idiot. No, he lagged me in retaliation. Wow. The whole family is hanging out. We got three guys at once. They're all AMZing or AMSing themselves. Yeah. Okay, I love this. This is great. This is going to be absolutely buck wild as Unholy.
I need to pick up that other quest over there.
Yep. Oh, yeah, me too. I mess this up every time. Yeah. All right.
It's a scary world out here.
Oh, God, I'm not playing into a High Mountain Torrent. I don't have the charge. I'm playing this race. I have the terrible Arcane Pulse. Oh, my God. I'm coming over to help. I was like, I'll just hit my Bull Rush and charge over, and then I did my piddly little, like, 5,000 damage Arcane Explosion that there was nothing around to hit. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing a lot of...
my fear.
Yeah, I think so. I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of Rider of the Apocalypse as Unholy. That seems like the perfect fit. I don't even think anything's going to be alive long enough for what is this, Deathbringer, to be able to do its thing, unless we're fighting rares and elites. So that's like, it's not really a downside. That's a real suffering from success kind of deal. My combo doesn't do anything because I kill everybody before it explodes. It is an accessibility feature. I'll show it off here under accessibility, general, self-highlight right here. I think this is new. So I know you can have like circle and outline and stuff highlight you while you're in raid on retail, but I think the ability to outline yourself permanently, you know, I don't really spend a lot of time poking around in the accessibility features. Maybe it is available on retail, but I think having the outline on yourself all the time is new in the expansion. I know there is some stuff they were saying that they'd added, like just to help people see. And yeah, I think this is it. There's also another setting in there. I think I turned it on where if you're occluded, where is it?
It'll highlight your character.
Yeah, I don't remember where it is, but it's in here somewhere.
I need one more.
Oh yeah, they also have the arachnophobia that converts all of the spiders into crabs. But yeah, basically like if you're hidden from the camera, if you're occluded, it'll show you, which obviously that's not working with this. But if you're behind like a wall partially, it'll show the outline of your character. I'm going to blast this guy again. I want to make use of my...
I need to rescue one more guy. Hold on.
Okay. Yep. Let's hit 40 stacks. Let's pop them. Yeah, big pop.
I keep rescuing people, but they're not counting.
All right. Let's see. How big did that pop go off for? What is it called? It's called Reaper's Mark. I killed him. I don't see the Reaper's Mark explode in there. He might have died without it actually popping. Skittering Flesh Eater died. Malfunctioning Spire. I don't see it. Well, I was hoping to have a big number in here, but... Oh, there we go, right there. Jeez. Okay, 200 and... What is that? 220,000 damage or so from the Reaper's Mark. That's not too bad for a 30-second cooldown. I think that's pretty good.
I guess I have to drop the urgent recovery quest and redo it. I cannot get it to count any other people I've rescued.
Huh. Alright, well, if you have to, you have to.
I mean, it's like when you,
Yes. Yes, the quest where we had to look at some notes and then it wouldn't work for me because you had done it. Yeah. Yeah, we had some sort of mixed results with animations showing between characters. Like, some stuff, I was turning my visual settings so that I could see everything, like no matter what. I turned on this graphics setting here, spell density, everything, and I still wasn't able to see some of her Shadow Priest stuff. But then, like, she doesn't have that turned on, and she's able to see all of my Riders of the Apocalypse running around with me and all, so it's sort of a mixed bag on what does and doesn't show so far. I don't remember which hero spec talent trees are available for Evoker. What are you playing right now? Or for Resto Evoker, I mean.
I am playing Chrono Warden on
Ah.
Res.
Oh no, it bricked my keybinds when I switched to Unholy. Oh, this is a nightmare.
I am going to probably switch to Flame Shaper later when we get to the questing phase.
Yeah.
But I will say, so far, by the way,
Yeah.
I don't need help.
Great. Hilarious.
Yeah. My spells are very powerful.
Good.
Like,
As they should
maybe
be.
too powerful, probably.
I mean, if you're able to do this new zone content in like 140 item level gear or whatever it is you're wearing, yeah, maybe. All right, well, it bricked all
Reporting a
my
bug right now.
keybinds for some reason, which that's pretty annoying, but I got them mostly fixed.
Okay, I need to slay some more Nerubians, and then I'm done with these quests. I had to go backwards though for the one that bugged out.
Yeah. Just double checking that I've got everything. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know you guys are not
ridiculous.
watching my screen, but it's okay, my living flame just took a guy from 60% to dead.
All right, I'm going to come take a look at your absolute blasting with like negative item level. Okay, that didn't look like it did all that much. Okay, you know what? Seemed like you got this. That's a 160 item level healer killing a guy. You know, like in under 10 seconds.
Here,
That's
let
not
me
too
do
bad.
these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good hit. Yeah. All right, 160 item level healer, ready to rock. There you go.
170.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh no, actually I'm 230 now. Suddenly,
Okay.
which is still not 437.
It's
mind
not
you.
437 that every other pre-made character is starting out with, but all right.
Exactly,
So
but I
you
still
lied.
need one more spider guy, so I'm gonna kill him.
Oh my
quick.
god, what in the world? I set all of my bars, and then now they're all bricked again. Oh my goodness.
That is what was happening to me.
Yeah, they're killing
Remember?
me. They're killing me.
Yeah. Yes, working as intended.
Broken as intended.
As far as in this chat, I mean, I can only speak for myself. I'm happy for spiders to have their lives and do their things and whatever, but when it comes to hanging out together, no thanks.
That's true. I'm not trying to be friends with spiders, but I'm not going to give them any trouble because they eat flies, and flies are annoying. All right. I am ready to kill Queen's Guard Xerix whenever you are.
I am ready.
Alright, you've regrouped with Magni? Alright, let's do this. Oh, a little bit of lag, or... Oh, not a little
lot
bit.
of bit of lag.
Yeah, not a little bit. Great. Alright, and we got the backwards text again with the cinematic like we like. Alright, time to fly. Oh, nice. I got the, perfect. I got the class mount. Class hall mount. Yeah, it looks great. It's so huge.
I'm trying to reorganize my buttons. Oops.
Yeah. I sure hope that it doesn't try to throw all my bars around when I log on over to Blood. That might happen. I feel like just some of the characters are randomly cursed, because now that I think about it, I think I set all my bars up as Blood before, and then when I logged into Blood earlier today, they were all reset, and then I set all my bars up as Frost and Unholy.
Oh yeah, it is funny. It's like, wait, they're supposed to be like really powerful. How are they having
Yeah.
trouble with a piddly little spider or whatever?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. Look, they have, you know, rule of cool comic book armor. It's Blizzard storytelling. It's whatever makes sense for that very specific, like, 30 seconds of storytelling to make something cool happen, and then that's it. I'm really excited to play around with Sen Lane just to see how I like it. I think for rating and all, I think that the Deathbringer is going to be more fun for Blood. The big burst damage cooldown, all of that's going to be good. But for Mythic Plus, Sand Lane just spamming Heart Strikes or whatever they're called, whatever the buffed Heart Strike is, that gives you a bunch of healing and a big haste buff and all. I think that's going to be the move. I think it's going to be like nerve-wracking because then you're trying to maintain this buff forever. All right, and once again, I'm going to go ahead and just hit Bull Rush here to charge up the stairs, and nope. Instead, I'm throwing out a terrible little Arcane Circle. I really was thinking about, like, oh man, maybe I should race change my Blood DK since I'm not really playing it that much in Raid. Right now, I mean, technically I did play it for like 7 of 9 for most of the last couple of months, but still locked in Paladin prison for the end of all of the raids, and looking like that's probably going to be the case next expansion too. Maybe I'll race change to something that looks nicer, but the idea of not having Bull Rush is like, nah, no. It does look nicer though. Are you frozen?
no, I'm trying to figure out where this talent came from because it's annoying me.
Ah.
Oh. You don't get a choice. It's a hero talent and that's it. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What is it?
It's warp. It changes the way hover works. It just blinks you somewhere and leaves orbs behind for people to collect. And I'm sure that
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like totally fine in raid, but it's like getting me stuck on stairs and
Oh, you're going from the good quality movement of Evoker's roll into the horrible trash movement of Mage's Blink. Yeah. I remember
yes.
seeing that when I was like first looking at
And
the
there's
Evoker
nothing I
tree and
can
thinking,
do.
oh man, people are going to be mad.
Look,
Yep, I
it
saw
did-
you
it
just
did-
blink in place, but hey, look, I get a move speed. So it's like, you know, who's to say if it's good or bad or not?
Right, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel some
Yeah. Yeah.
flame shaper coming on real
Uh-huh.
soon here.
I thought
Yeah.
Flame Shaper looked more fun and cool anyway, to be honest.
It does look more fun and cool, but I was curious.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I like the idea of that one that you're playing, whatever it's called, Chronomancer. Did I nail it?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's right. Me, Evoker expert. I've played
No, it's called
dozens of
Chrono
hours of it.
Warden.
Damn it. I'm gonna go kill some dudes. I want to experience a little bit more of the, oh, maybe there are no dudes to kill. And Laurel wept, for there were no more dudes left to kill. Just some birds with 159,000 health. That's enough. Hell yeah. Let's go. No. Well, I was trying to. This guy doesn't look like he actually wants to fight me. That's a bummer. Honestly, I might drop Plaguebringer just to have the reach of Clawing Shadows for leveling. I don't love the animation for the moose. I don't love that I'm stuck in combat with this stuff either. The animation for the moose is very, like, let's call it polarizing. What is it called? It's not a moose. Oh, I guess moose will still pull it up, though. Alright, great.
I'm gonna switch over to
Flame Warden.
Flame
Shaper. It's a lot of lateral movement with this moose flight. Very bouncy. Yeah. The thing that really like had me going, no, I don't think so, is the whirling surge animation is. Let's give it a go. No. Just no. 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 Very, very weird flying animation. It's ridiculous. I love the way that it surges forward. It's just like just moose. It just shoves its face forward and then that makes it fly faster. I feel like that's an old comedy bit, right? Like, how does Superman fly faster? Like, I'll just take it on faith that he can fly, but how does he go more fast?
Okay, I'm ready to skedaddle. You want to go to the
Yes.
campaign? Oh, whoops,
Yes.
it's inside this building.
Yeah, so sort of a mixed bag on some of the dynamic flight animations. I think some of them are legitimately very good. I think all of the cat mounts are very good. The moose, it's funny.
Let's get down to business then.
Pull up the flying carpet. I'm gonna ride the flying carpet.
No,
on my next flight. This one's the worst
Why?
one. This is by far the worst one, and it will become very obvious pretty quickly in doing this. All right, so this is all looking normal. Surging forward, okay, yeah, sure. The flapping to fly up, that all works. The surging forward's a little like, okay. And now we're gonna do a barrel roll here. What? Okay. I hope that's not finished. Yeah.
I think you know that it is.
Yeah. It got halfway through and then it just teleported back to the way it was. Yikes. I'm gonna circle around and do another one. All right, we're about to go into this delve. Terrible. I for incomplete. See me after class. I do like some of the animations, though. Some of them are really good. Let me get out that disc. What is it called? Tazavesh? Not the only one, but... this bad boy right here? Incredible. Oh, thank you.
Going to the delve.
Yep, I'm gonna zip my way over to the delve right now. Looks amazing.
Get the best of me. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right, let's do this.
That is correct. And, you know, don't you dare close your eyes and so on. I'm gonna share a secret on the stream that I've never shared with anybody on the stream or anything. I've actually never seen Aladdin. It's just one of those things I missed as a kid. Missed it growing up.
Let's rescue these folks.
I know all the cultural touchstones. I know the quotes and stuff, but I've never actually watched the whole movie. All right, let's play around with this sand lane tree in here.
Don't step in those webs. Nerubians might pop out if you do.
Oh, don't step in those webs. Nerubians might pop out if you do, you say. Oh my god. Have I been doing this whole thing without a pet, or did it just despawn like a little bit ago? I don't want to think about the answer to what it might be.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Okay, great.
That's everyone here. Let's keep this cart moving. They're behind us. Watch out.
Here comes some dudes.
Yeah, you should watch Aladdin.
Yeah, I'll do it at some point. Big Robin Williams fan, R.I.P.
Found a bit of gold.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
thanks for the 1
1.8 gold. Thank you, Magni. Bran.
Braun again?
That's right. All right, interesting. I think the feel between these two talent trees for Unholy is like really straightforward. For Sand Lane, you basically get these big damage windows during your dark transformations. So it just all becomes about like maximizing your cooldown windows, which that's kind of how you play as Unholy anyway. So I think it makes more sense than the Rider of the Apocalypse tree, which I like more conceptually. Rider of the Apocalypse is more like just a lot of procs, just a lot of constant damage stuff, which seems good for Frost, and I like it for Unholy. I think it's more fun. But, you know, it doesn't really fit into the like burst damage window nature of everything that Unholy has always ever been. Did you pick up the quest in the corner down here?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great. Just my immediate takeaway seems like a very clear cut and dry, like you use this for this and then this for this type of deal. I'm running up that hill. I'm switching back to, no, I'm going to stick with Send Lane because we're getting pretty close to the boss, and I'll pop Send Lane and then just go like buck wild. I think that is a good question, and I would agree. I feel like I've heard of people and known people who've like never actually seen a movie but know all the important cultural references and have seen enough of it to get it. Like, not speaking about myself here, but somebody who's seen like enough of Pulp Fiction to get all the references and, you know, seen enough clips of it to have basically seen the whole movie but not actually ever seen Pulp Fiction from start to finish. I've probably done that with a bunch of things that I can't even think about. I don't know, Bloodsport. Have I sat down and watched Bloodsport from start to finish? Maybe. I don't know. I've definitely seen it on TNT a million times, as, you know, in part as a kid. right, we're gonna go down here and kill this boss at the end of the hallway, and then that'll be the delve. Gonna grip everything up, blast it all down. Saving my cooldowns for the boss here. That's true. This doesn't look like any Path of Exile I know. I did have to stop and check for a second, be like, wait a minute. This is definitely on the WoW channel.
Stand back while I clear this away.
All right, Bran. All right, that's another character where we beat the minecart coming through.
That
so-
one we blew away.
Yeah, that one was our
like-
biggest blast. The only one
Yeah.
that was close was doing the like 600,001 global cooldown on the warrior. But I think that one was better. I mean, it makes sense. You're not going to beat Unholy DK and a burst damage off. You know, probably. Do a little switch over to blood, play a little blood
Talk
for
to
the next round
Bran.
of things. Yep, gotta zone out and talk to Bran, and then, oh yes, my keybinds did not get bricked on the blood DK. It was just Unholy. They just don't like Unholy. That's good.
There's more to explore out there.
All right, important to come in here and hand in this quest so that we can get XP on our follower. Good old Bran or Magni? Bran. Magni's the guy made out of rock. Yeah.
To address the Queen Regent of the Dark Iron Clan.
Interesting, now that I think about it, I guess, you know, Deathbringer is sort of the cooldown hero talent setup for Frost and Blood. Sandlane is the cooldown one for Unholy and Blood. Rider of the Apocalypse is the, like, steady damage procs for Frost and Unholy. And that means Blood has two different ones that are just like, you get cooldown. Huh. Alright. No sort of steady damage increase for Blood. All cooldown all the time. That's probably what they need. I think that's been their biggest limitation over the last 5, 6, 8 years or so for Blood. Cooldown's stinking. Can't say I feel too bad about the damage right now. This feels pretty good. That's a very big, ugly boy hanging out with me, too. With some animations. Not a full set, but some of them. These guys make a lot of noise.
I had a big pack on me. They were angry.
Yeah.
They almost killed me.
Huh. So I guess you're gonna have to basically set up to run 2 points in Red Thirst and get that Vampiric Blood cooldown as much as possible, or as low as possible. I mean, if you're gonna be making use of Sand Lane, so you'd probably want to run Umbilicus. I'm assuming that this talent tree is gonna be like completely flip turn upside down in the coming days, so it's not gonna be a big deal how you've set it up.
Probably.
I spent that whole Vampiric Blood basically just building up my Bone Shield charges instead of maximizing the amount of Heart Strikes to get more buff of the Blood Queen, whatever it's called. Essence of the Blood Queen. Whoopsie. I'm really giving that pile of ore the business. I'm attacking it with my sword. It's a new technique for mining where you break your sword against a bunch of rocks. And then that works somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I think gameplay-wise, if I had to pick the one that I really enjoyed the most, I think it might be Colossus Warrior. Like, I think in the whole context of the whole class, I think Templar Paladin and I guess I would say Shadowpan Windwalker Monk have been like the two most fun. Like if you're talking whole class and hero tree and so on, but I think just hero talent tree on its own, I think Colossus Warrior's actually been a lot more fun than I gave it credit for. I thought it was going to be like the worst one. I think it's actually pretty fun. I don't love the animation for prot though. I think the whatever it's called, demolish animation for protection, they haven't quite nailed it yet. Good for two-hander though. Oh yeah. Yeah, Unholy's gonna have even more guys hanging around now to help kill frame rates, so yeah. This guy's gonna be dead before I can get any skills off. Yep. That's a good problem to have. Alright, I'm coming back to town to join you. I would say the only talent tree that I haven't really been thrilled with so far was Druid of the Claw, and I felt that way for both Feral and Bear. I just thought the proc rate on it was way too low. The proc wasn't strong enough for how low the proc rate was. And then all the sort of side piece stuff that it does, so like extra utility here and there, wasn't all that interesting. That's kind of been the only hero talent tree of the tanks and DPS specs associated with tanks that I've tested so far that I haven't loved. And the only tank that we haven't done yet, you know, we're doing Blood DK right now. The only one that we haven't done yet is Demon Hunter, because Demon Hunter doesn't have 2 trees available yet to test, and the base class hasn't changed at all. Unfortunately, still the same extremely overpowered, not actually all that fun to play sigil spam thing that it is on live. How did they manage to do that two expansions in a row? They did that with Blood DK, late Shadowlands, where it was incredibly strong, like genuinely overpowered, but because of the spam of Heartstrike to maintain Dancing Rune Weapon, it wasn't actually that fun. And then in a completely different way, they made another really overpowered tank that isn't actually all that fun because of the sigil cooldowns and, like, you know, using sigils to just chain CC everything. Funny how that works out. Maybe that's just the way it is, right? When stuff's super strong, like to a broken degree, maybe it just isn't. It stops being as fun.
I might actually die over here. Oh,
I'm trying to get there, but you're going to need to, yeah, do what you can to keep yourself going. I stopped a little early.
I think. Oh yeah, I'm dead.
Alright, well, I can res.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Man, that is hitting hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. So the Sand Lane seems like it's pretty strong. I think the problem with both of these is purely, like, the fact that everything dies so fast. It's kind of hard to evaluate how good it is when both of the hero specs are based around cooldowns and everything dies before the cooldown's over. A good problem to have. Oh yeah, I'm liking that Reaper's Mark. That's pretty fun. Reaper's Mark's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, yes, I do think the DPS Evoker specs, from looking at them on, like, just the previews, I do think that that DPS Evoker does look like even more of a glass cannon than it already was. I think it seems super duper fun. Just from like, looking at paper and being like, is this fun looking? Yeah. This guy's gonna be dead before I can hit 40 stacks. Yep. Alright, I have 2 more burrows to explode and a couple more dudes to kill. How about you? You're done on dudes?
No, I'm done.
Okay, great. Congratulations.
I'm hanging out with the NPCs.
Alright.
I think I may have been given the flu.
Yeah?
Yep.
Don't give it to me.
My head feels fuzzy. I'm gonna take my temperature.
You address the Queen Regent of the Dark.
Alrighty. I think we've reached the point now where all we have next, quest-wise, is the big tower defense, I think. Maybe I've jumped ahead. I know we have to hand in we have to give some people some papers to look at. Don't remember after that.
The mountain lends us its strength.
Nope. Okay, that was the second of the 3 storylines in this zone. Now it's time to make people go read. Oh, yeah. I think we need to switch back over to the Unholy Rider the Apocalypse setup. That one seems pretty fun, and best of all, it has the gigantic move speed increase. Instead of Disadvance, you get the 100% move speed mount. Super cool. Alright, now to make these guys read. The worst punishment in the world.
Oh, I think I just need caffeine.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was also in the same outdoor space as you, breathing in the same plague air, and I feel okay. I felt a little, and then I had some caffeine, and then I'm back to feeling totally fine. So, I don't think we're sick. I think we're fine.
But my temperature is low like it normally is.
Yeah, like 65, 42 degrees.
Oh god. I'm not a reptile.
Oh, okay. Are reptiles walking around at the same temperature of a badly running freezer, like 40, 41?
I can't remember exactly what their blood temperature
I'm not a reptile
is.
expert. You could tell me that snakes have an internal temperature of 60 degrees, and I'd be like, all right. If you said it authoritatively enough, I'd be like, that doesn't sound right, but I guess I believe you. Why would you lie about snakes? Oh, that's tough. I'm sorry to hear that. If it's any consolation, he is genuinely one of the hardest
He's very hard.
and like most I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase it. Basically, they should have nerfed the hell out of him. He should have been just beaten to death with the nerf bat, and they basically didn't do anything, and I don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think about healer meta?
Oh. Disc Priest.
I think I would agree. I think Disc Priest seems like the
Disc
front runner.
Priest. I think Mistweaver. And and probably druid.
You know, that was something that really took me by surprise.
Mistweaver and druid, the two classes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mistweaver monk and rest of
Yeah.
druid.
Yeah. The Wildstalker Druid, the Feral Resto talent tree that gives you like when you have it's like all of your hots, and then it's like I think both of your cat bleeds. They give you like a chance to proc another dot or hot on top of it, and like I thought that seemed very lame. Like, oh, you do some damage and then you get some damage, or you do some healing and you get some healing. Like, that's boring. But why not just make it like a 20% versatility bonus? However, it did a ton of damage. Like, I could bleed something up and then walk away, and you could see like the damage would be ticking down. It was okay, and then the dot would proc, and then they would just immediately turn into like a pile of blood. And that felt pretty good. I actually liked that a lot once I got the hang of it, because the utility stuff around the outside of that tree is pretty good. A lot of like extra healing taken, extra healing done, your dots spread and stuff, like smart spreading on all your dots. I liked all of that a lot. So yeah, that one, the Feral Resto Wildstalker hero talent tree. Thought it was going to be lame. Love it. I felt the same way about Herald of the Sun for Ret and Holy Paladin, which is basically the same tree. You get like extra damage over time stuff. And again, thought it would be lame. Played around with it. I thought it looked really, really cool. It actually has good visuals, and then it did. Like, it just basically set all the mobs on fire. And it also gives you the unholy, this thing right here. I'll empower my ghoul in a second here. This fire line. Herald of the Sun gives you that whenever you pop wings. You get fire line between you and like everything that you put your hot or dot onto. And it does a ton of damage. So, pretty fun mechanic. I definitely wasn't expecting to like the Wildstalker tree. That was the one I think I was most critical of in all of the like little bits of previews that we've done on all of the trees, but that one I really have liked. I liked it a lot more than Druid of the Claw.
Yes. Does seem...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, DK
very
is definitely
broken.
broken right now.
Why are all the sounds here so gross? Come on.
You know, what's happening? Oh, I think I'm jumping down in the middle of the cast. I didn't realize there was a cast because it's hidden off. Because of my pet, it's hidden underneath my bars. Good old default frame layout. So the thing with Shadowpan is, I think for Brewmaster Monk, I think it is really not very good. It's boring too. It's like, it doesn't really line up right. The numbers don't line up correctly, where like you build some stacks of this one buff, and then by like doing damage, and then you spend energy to trigger another like proc that consumes all of the buff stacks. And as it's tuned right now, you're basically just always at max stacks every time that you're about to proc. So that doesn't seem right. It does a lot of damage, at least in leveling. It did a ton of damage, but mechanically it was not very interesting. It was just like, you know, damage procs. Yeah. That's a fat finger. That's okay. I don't have anything that I need to A-bomb limb together right now anyway, so if only I could A-bomb limb these guys over. I want to like Shadowpan. It doesn't really fit with the theme either. Like the idea of the Shadowpan being like anything at all thematic. Like the Shadowpan tree is just like damage procs. Nah. Passive ones too, mostly. The Conduit of the Celestials, on the other hand, I really liked that one. It gives you like an on-use skill, which I was apprehensive about initially, but then with Windwalker having so much fewer in the way of like keybinds, there's actually freedom to add a keybind back to them, because now they have a fairly limited number of keybinds, so no problem. Yeah, Shadowpan does feel like a rogue spec. It feels very much like, yeah, like one of the rogue spec trees. I almost want to say like subtlety, just a bunch of like shadow damage procs, although I think Shadowpan is actually physical, but either way. It feels like a rogue idea that they've been added to Monk. especially with combining like energy usage to do stuff. Extra keybinds on Windwalker is not a problem in the reworked version of Windwalker because they've shaved like 5 keybinds off. Otherwise, I would agree. I really thought Conduit of Celestials seemed bad, but then once I got my keybind set up, I was like, oh wow, I have like 3 or 4 extra like open keybinds now with the expansion level redesign, so it worked. It also did a ton of damage. Like in basic leveling gear at level 70, it does like 1,000,000 damage, and it's a 90-second cooldown. It's also just fun, right? Triggering all the Celestials to come out. Zwen and Nizao and Yulan and Chi-Ji to just pop up randomly and do stuff. It's a lot like this Rider of the Apocalypse tree that I've been playing around with on Unholy. But, you know, different flavor. That's sort of the thing. I think, you know, if you really spent some time and did like a full demographic study across all of the classes, I feel like there's maybe only like 6 different totally unique ideas as far as hero talent trees. There are a lot of ones that you kind of go like, oh yeah, I sort of see some of the same DNA in this one and in this one. Rider of the Apocalypse being very similar to Conduit of the Celestials. Herald of the Sun being very similar to Wildstalker. I'm not upset about it though. Serenity is taken off of the talent tree, but then there is a talent that makes Storm, Earth, and Fire have the Serenity bonuses for the most part. So it kind of works.
Are you starting to get bugs from the Blizzard UI? Because I am.
I have
I
not.
wasn't before, though.
Hi, Ethan. I am really thinking... I really like the State of Blood DK. Like, just the base class is super, super strong still. The 2 hero talents that they have are basically 2 different cooldown trees. Like, one of them is more of like a single target cooldown, does like a lot of single target burst damage on a 30-second window. That's pretty good. The other one is more like AoE. It's tied into your vampiric blood, and it gives you massive amounts of haste and damage, and it's definitely a lot stronger. Sand Lane, very like blood vampire thing, and then being tuned around vampiric blood, you're gonna have super high vamp blood uptime, and then super high uptime on that tree. It's really good. All right, I think we've hit the end of the campaign again. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And
just so you guys
we
know,
did
we're
it.
quoting Guga. We're quoting Guga Foods.
That's right.
We love Guga.
We do love Guga. All right. Do you want to go to the Crossroads with me? It's to the southeast.
Is there Bone Thugs and Harmony playing in the background?
Yes.
Then yes.
But not on stream.
That's fine. I don't want to get demonetized.
That's right. Yeah, it would be useful to have like AoE training dummies. That would definitely be helpful for like testing things, like AoE tank training dummies, ones that hit back and are all spread around instead of just single target tank training dummy. You know, I think ultimately they've given us about as much as they want to when it comes to training dummies for and tank tools for that matter. Could you do that again? I thought I saw fire. Oh yeah, that's cool. What's going on there? Is that your hero talent tree? Giving you a fiery blast when you hover? A fiery zip?
In this one, I don't think so.
It just looked cool.
It just looks cool, actually, I think. They travel 50% further. Oh, it's because the talent is called Trailblazer, so they put an appearance on it.
They put a blazing trail under you when you have Trailblazer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Check it out.
That's pretty
You
good.
want me to do it again?
Yeah, of course. Okay.
I didn't want to go far, so I just stopped.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, I can't ride that. I can't
Nope.
ride that. What the?
I
Fine.
have it turned on, I thought. Oh, no, I don't. I don't have it turned on or off, which means it's not turned on. All right.
Where are we going?
You want to just go to the first one, a morning... No, you know what? No, let's not do that one. That's the one with the goats, with quests that bugs out. Let's go to the east and do the one with mud and honey. I would say the biggest problem that we've had in like testing a lot of things, anything that's cooldown based, so like Blood DK and both the Sand Lane tree for Unholy and the Deathbringer tree for Frost, is that stuff that's cooldown based, it works. Like, it works really well. It works on a training dummy or whatever. But all the stuff that we fight in doing the campaign dies so fast that you'll pop the cooldown and then it like explodes after you hit 40 stacks. But the stuff is dead by the time you hit 10. So, yeah, it's been kind of hard to test like big damage cooldown stuff just because, at least thus far, everything that we're dealing with in questing is just like so, I don't know, weak. Wimpy. I assume they'll probably tune. Maybe they won't tune this stuff up. I would imagine this stuff later on will be a little bit more beefy. I'm okay with questing being super
You know
easy.
what? I
It
actually
should
like
be.
this quest less than I like the bugged ram one. I actually would rather do the ram one a couple of times than this one. I don't like
Yeah.
this one.
This one with the totems and all.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with that.
It's weird. I popped him out and he just started running towards you, but you're
Yeah.
not even close by.
Yeah,
You're very threatening.
that's right. It might have been one of my Riders of the Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Showing up to
maybe.
taunt everything. I don't know. I do love these guys showing up and doing voice lines and throwing buffs around. That's fun. That's right.
This is weird. I bound most of this stuff, but it's unbinding while we're playing.
Weird. Oh my god, I almost rode off the mountain on my mount. I love the reworked Rider of the Apocalypse talent that replaces Wraithwalk. No, not Wraithwalk. Death's Advance. The Death Charger. So awesome. Also, very cool looking animation or model on this mount. The like ghostly hooves barely billowing out to the ground. That's so good looking. They really captured that like Lord of the Rings Nazgul feel. I only wish I could play this as Blood. I wish that Blood didn't have... I mean, it's okay that Blood has two different like cooldown based hero talent trees. It's really okay. They
I've made a
probably could
terrible
use them,
mistake.
but yeah,
I've
I'm
made a
coming. I'm
terrible
gonna come get
mistake.
you.
Oh man, you're gonna come getting me to res me.
Yeah, evidently.
I flew down through the tree, and that's where all of the bees were this time.
Oh, I
So
see.
just killed me instantly, basically.
I need my weak auras. I'm looking at a monster with 6 festering wounds on it
I
and then
haven't
hitting
had
it with
I've
Unholy
only
Assault.
died on one other character,
completely
and that was when we were
overcapping.
trying to
Yeah.
do that elite, and the trash came and joined. See,
Yeah,
these
that's right.
this is what happened to me. All of the
Yep,
bees
these little
came
guys showed
down.
up. They were like, hey, what's happening? Yes, it is the DK version of Divine Steed, but I think this looks so much nicer, and it lasts 10 seconds, and it still has all of the Death's Advance bonuses. Slow. Oh yeah, actually, you're completely slow immune, which is pretty cool. Oh god, I didn't water walk though, but you're like immune to force movement effects and knockbacks, and yeah, pretty cool. Again, my only complaint is I wish I could have that as Blood, even though the 2 Blood ones are both clearly very good. I like them both. I would trade Deathbringer to have that as Blood. Yeah, Rider of the Apocalypse. When you spend runes, you just have a chance to proc and summon one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
There's a talent to blind things when you knock them back.
Oh god, I'm stuck in the looting animation again. There we go. We got one proc. That's Mograine. He follows you around with Death and Decay, which his Death and Decay, you'll note, looks much cooler than my crappy-ass Death and Decay. Although I have Defile, so it's not so bad. Yeah. God, it's like they've forgotten about the existence of Inscription, but they should remember it because there's a lot of room to put cool glyphs on all of this Rider of the Apocalypse stuff. Have different looks for all of the guys. Think about just one for every single one of them that makes them like look like they're non-undead form. That would be fun.
Don't forget to click your things.
Oh yeah,
Like,
true.
you know.
I feel so fast with this.
No, if you mount up, it usually stays.
Yeah.
It just disappears randomly while you're in combat. Weird.
Yeah,
had it
not
multiple
my
times
favorite bug
already.
here. Yeah, we've had this happen on basically every character that we've played in
Yep.
this leveling phase. I'll play around a little bit with Sen Lane, even though I don't think it's as cool or fun as the Rider of the Apocalypse. Just sitting here turning dirt into silt. Thank you. That guy's bugged, if I remember correctly from yesterday.
Yeah, don't attack him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll see if I can pull a bunch of stuff together. Yeah, the Sen Lane tree basically changes your Scourge Strike into like a, what is it called? Vampiric Strike. Vampiric Strike during your Dark Transformation. So it's like a big cooldown window. I definitely don't think it's as good for leveling just because you can't really like sit and actually make use of a big cooldown window, but it's really, really good. I think it'll be better for like general play. I should be at 20. You know, with Unholy being the big, like, burst damage window class. But just for leveling, just the move speed alone from the Rider of the Apocalypse is going to be better. All right, that's one more on this, and then we're done with this little side quest line. Oh, no. I tilted my camera down slightly and fell into the water. That's right. I haven't played around with Frost in a little bit since that opening beach. Dabble in a little Deathbringer.
Where to?
Well, let's go northeast. Let's do the little Titanic expedition quest where
We say goodbye to our friend?
no, this is the one where we just like activate a little beep boop.
We don't
It's like
ever
3
do
quests.
this one. I don't know if you have this quest. Yeah, you do. The Prairie
on it.
Reaver. We haven't been doing that one. And we
That's the
also
one that
haven't been
sends us
going
into
back
the
to do the
cave.
spider mines.
Yeah, that's the one. That is the
That
one that
is
sends
it?
us into
Oh,
the cave.
okay.
Yeah. Well, we can do it.
We can.
Good to
That's
learn
true.
it.
We
Good
can.
to know it. Yeah.
Not illegal.
Not illegal yet to go
Not
into the
illegal.
cave.
Not yet. Whee! I don't like this guy. Said it was nice to smell me and that he would smell me again soon.
Is that a Niffin? Sounds like a Niffin.
Still sounds creepy.
I mean, of course it's creepy, but it's a Niffin, you know? They don't know no better. Yeah. I put my Reaper's mark on a dude and...
Put on my roving wizard hat.
That's right. Killed him so quickly that it didn't matter. It's gotta be Rider of the Apocalypse all the way for leveling. We do have one big name guy to kill here in a bit, though, so I'll Deathbringer for that guy. I like that you're able to just freely swap back and forth between the specs, and you're not locked into them. I'm not having to make 100 different characters to play around with all the hero talent
I'm hoping
specs.
it remains like that and that it's not just an alpha feature.
What do you mean?
That we
Being
can
able to
freely
swap? Oh no,
all
I mean
around the
that's
world.
intended. That's intended. I'm hoping that they never, like, in future expansions, go back on this and try to make us make quote unquote meaningful choices again.
Oh, it's gonna be meaningful because you have to go to a city to change it. Okay.
Yep. All of Shadowlands where meaningful just meant now I have to make multiple warriors if I want to play multiple specs of warrior now.
Meaningfully
Great.
annoying. Got it.
Oh, it's definitely meaningfully annoying.
Uh-oh. I have friends over here.
I'm being orbited by an orb. Oh, never mind. It's gone.
Ooh, this is not a great idea. Here.
Got him.
When it's just one, I can just blow it up. But when it's three... My gear has
Giving
not
them the
improved
business.
since we've been out here.
No, that is something I have noticed that I, like, conspicuously noticed. Is... There's, like... There are no quests that give us gear. Which is fine. But I have noticed that, like, we're not getting any rewards from quests. Maybe reward structure isn't in, now that I think about it. That's fine.
Whoa. You okay?
I'm kind of getting jacked up a little bit here, but these guys are going to go down.
Oh no! Oh no!
You disconnected? That's unfortunate.
Oh. Okay, well, 5-minute break for me, I guess.
All right.
Let's talk about why we're not allowed to have fun flying near land masses and rock.
Oh, yeah? Is that the case?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're flying around and you're zooming and you're having a good time and you come in real quick to the ground and you're trying to, like, slam into it because that's one of the, you know, talents for dragon riding, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that because it's fun and it will probably disconnect you.
And then you'll be
And then you're penalized for 5
that
minutes
character
for having
already
fun.
exists. Yeah.
Yeah, fun detected
It's unfortunate.
and punished.
That's right.
Didn't see you standing.
You have to pay the court a fine and serve your sentence.
That's right. I would love some transmog, some recolors for A-Bomb Limb. That would be good. You know what? I'm going to see if as Blood I can go over to the area with all the elites, if I can remember where it is specifically, and see if I can just tank some of those boys. Do this as Sand Lane. Okay. So, I'm just thinking here. Am I able to get away with dropping any of these talents along the way? Maybe Heartbreaker and take Purg. get one perk proc out of the deal anyway. Oh, you know what? I am going to still stick with improved Heart Strike since I'm going to be the only one doing any damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Send lane. I think I'm in the area with the level 80s. Yep. Alright, I don't want to pull all level 80s. I don't really want to pull one guy that has 8 million health either. He looks like he means business. I just want to get like one guy, one level 80, and see if I can kill it on my own. That's a level 72 blood DK. Gonna be looking around a bit for one guy on his own. Maybe this worker bee right here. Okay, 5 million health. Can I do this? Let's see. Oh god. Press my keybind for grip, but on dynamic flying mount, it's lift off. Okay, let's try this. Whew! I'm getting jacked up. But yeah, maybe. Maybe this is doable. Is it like absorbing my healing or something? Am I lagging? Oh, I see. It's dotting me up. That's why it's so nasty. I also do not have potions bound, so that makes this tougher. No, it's interruptible. That makes this a little easier to deal with. I think I might be able to actually kill this thing on my own. Oh, maybe not. No, no, no way. No way. There's the purg. I'm dead. Yep, right there. I don't know. I've my GCDs feel very like what's the word? Slushy or whatever. Just like not very good, very mushy. I feel like a lot of GCDs are like double hitting or whatever. That is probably killable, but I would have to actually interrupt, and I'm not like looking at the default UI interrupt, so that is definitely what killed me. If I interrupt every single time, then that is killable. Now that I don't have purg, it's gonna be harder to do. Just play around with bloodworms. All right, I'll give it another go. Oh, you're back online? Okay, great. I'll come your way
Hello,
then.
I have returned.
Yeah. All right, I'll come your way then.
I am alive.
Never mind. Never mind with that one guy.
You want to finish this up over here?
Yeah, unfortunately, at Sand Lane, it is Heart Strike spam. I kind of botched my opener there. Like, you need to basically get all of your,
Can you come help me kill
Yes.
Graham Worrell?
Yeah. You need to get all of your, like,
Yep, that's his name.
Dancing
guys.
Rune Weapon and A-Bomb Limb and all that stuff up, and your and also some runic power built, but then, like, you basically just want to pop Vamp Blood and then just spam Heart Strike over and over and over again for as long as Vamp Blood is up. And basically, I just popped everything and then, like, yeah, spent about half the GCDs not pressing Vamp Blood. Kind of put me behind the 8-ball from the start.
Fine day for some tinkering, don't you think?
Middle left.
Yep.
Didn't do anything for me. Left middle. Right middle. Okay. There we go.
I can't interact with it. I have to abandon this. Do it again.
No, there
Oh,
we
no,
go. It
never
just
mind.
randomly procced. Okay.
Standing there.
Okay, where are we going?
Okay.
We gotta kill a guy, you said? This guy? Some guy?
Which guy? No.
I don't know.
We can go do the Morning Rise quest.
Okay. I'm in a tree.
Don't do that.
I love that.
All right, Morning Rise.
I'm in another tree. Ugh. This is the problem with Evoker healing. If you get stuck
Healing?
in a tree, you have to Evoker flying. You have to recast your flying again. You
Yeah.
can't just let it hit you and then continue going.
Double jump again, yeah. Yeah. I don't like that it still has a 10-second cooldown, right? The liftoff?
Yeah.
I don't like that. All right, let's do this. Get stuff
Let's
gathered
do
up.
it.
That's right. All right, Vamp Blood, and now we Heart Strike spam.
Okay.
Ten and a half % haste from the Essence of the Blood Queen. That's pretty good. Big damage increase for our Death Strike as well for the whole time. And then the issue with like maintaining this, because theoretically you could maintain it until Vamp Blood comes back up, and you just permanently maintain this massive bonus, which I have done in this one situation, but most of the time throughout this leveling stuff, it's falling off in between. But yeah, as you can see, this is insane. Just 10.5% more haste for Blood DK on top of their existing massive haste bonus. Like, all right, cool. That's what Blood DK needed, was like more maintenance buffs. More maintenance buffs and more reasons to spam Heart Strike. Perfect. And more haste. It's really good though. Can't argue with it being good. It's incredible. I am, I think, disconnecting. Nope, just a little bit of a lag spike. Nothing too bad. All right, great. Oh yeah, that's you know what? That's pretty fun. I actually think that might be more fun than the version of DK where you had to maintain Bone Shield and our Dancing Rune Weapon in late Shadowlands. Like, I think that is actually quite a lot more fun. The fact that you can maintain this buff from Vamp Blood to Vamp Blood, I do think this is more fun. Boy, it's good, too.
What? What are we doing?
I didn't actually remember to pick up the stuff that was inside that building before, so... Then we're coming over to this one, which I flew past. I'm gonna loop
Same.
back around. Baited.
I'm just zooming.
That's right, having fun flying. Okay, that guy's finally dead. And now we can go hand both of these in. I'm going to play a little bit more Unholy Rider of the Apocalypse to finish off with a little bit of riding around at max speed. All right, gonna come over here and kill Workmaster Nasty. And lag also. Just a nice little bit of a lag spike there. No problem with that. Bomb the tunnels. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like all the procs, all the extra guys fighting on your behalf. That's good. Looks like this bird is going to be a bit of collateral damage for the little massacre we had going there. Gonna come up top and kill Workmaster Earwax. Okay.
Oh yeah, one of my
Ugh.
binds didn't save. I was like, why can't I cast that? Yep.
Alright, and now we just have to go kill Hairless the Menace. I'm stuck in the looting animation again, and you have pulled everything in the zone.
That's right.
Alright.
Murder.
Okay.
But I'm also lagging.
Yeah, we both are. The server is. Alright, let's go kill this guy, Grand Heister Bach. I think that might be a good stopping point for us. Blasting with all my cooldowns. Let's give him the biz. Oh yeah, look at that horse. Look at that horse riding. Like a rider of the apocalypse would.
Mm.
Oh god, it's time to get ore and cores. Cores and ore.
Boring cores.
That's right.
There's some wolves over here.
Yep, gonna come get them.
They're coming to you. Coming to you.
Okay. Alright, that's one core out of the first 3 wolves. Not off to a great start. Well, I'm up to 2 now. That's good. Alright, here are a few wolves together. Excellent. Here we go. Here's some more. Popping this A-bomb limb kind of late, but that's fine. Just get them in here, get them all dead, and please. Is that... Oh, we're done on cores. Excellent. And I'll grab one more lump of ore.
I gotta grab 2 more ores.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back on the moose.
Prancing around through the air.
Really hippity-hopping from side to side.
It reminds me of the reindeer.
Yep. It really does. All right, I'm ready to begin this quest.
Yeah.
Yep. This used to be easy.
I'm not starting it until you're done.
Thank you. The fact that this bugs out when multiple people try to do it, that's fine. I'm sure they'll fix it, but boy, oh boy, do they need to fix
Pretty
it.
irritating.
Uh-huh. Yep. Gonna be a problem if they don't fix it, that's for sure.
I do hope to see some glyphs for some of these skills. I'd like to see them become a different color.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Like they could have a glyph for the warrior spear.
Oh no, I botched it. I forgot to hand him the ore. I keep confusing the coals and the ore.
And the ore? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that they're spread out. I would like for them to be close. Or you know what? Actually, you know what would be even better than that? What would really be the best
This quest
possible
didn't
thing they could
exist?
do is they just never do this quest again. It wasn't really all that cute when they came up with it in Wrath of the Lich King, but then they had you do the quest where you like wash laundry, and I was like, yeah, that's cute. And that was enough. That was enough for the history of WoW. They could have stopped there. They don't need to do this anymore. They throw this dumb quest into every expansion, and everybody finds it to be over. No, it's overstayed its welcome. It's like 15 years now we've been doing this same dumb Simon Says quest. Not even Simon Says. You're not actually... You're just waiting until they say, press A, B, or C, and then you press A, B, or C. Or you confuse A and B. Because they make them look not really similar at all. Ugh. Tossing some coals. Okay, 3 times. I'm just gonna absolutely annihilate this lantern. I'm setting it on fire. Okay, I am mercifully done. You can begin. And now I can stand by and cheer you on. Good luck. Good luck determining the difference between ore and coal. And cores.
This guy is
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. Oh, he's sad, all right. All right. You doing it? You're helping him? He's making a lantern.
Supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
He's also annihilating this one. It's gonna be very, very hot.
Yeah, he's just setting it on fire. I
Yep.
often make lanterns and I just set them on fire, so that actually tracks. There we go. Rider the Apocalypse. That's nice and good. Fun. Very cool mount. I now I want this as a mount, though, I have to say. It's gonna be a bummer if there's not a mount of that type with that like specific kind of like spectral ghostly legs. Yeah.
I had to wait for her to come out here.
Yep, they gotta talk a little bit. They gotta build up the sadness. You know, this is one of those things that'll probably have some sort of emotional resonance once the voice lines are in, assuming that they're going to have voice lines for this. But without them, doesn't really quite hit the same way. Really need that auditory component to make it have an emotional impact. Alrighty. I'm ready to go drop him off at the beach whenever you are.
I forgot to click him.
Oh, I did that the time before last that we were doing this, last night. Oh, you know I have unspent talent points. So how have you been enjoying Evoker? Terrible item level notwithstanding.
I actually think that they've done a few things to improve it, but I don't think it's enough so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see you at the beach. I did a barrel roll. Alright. Here we are. Doing this last little bit of a quest here. Gathering the, the horns and the flowers to send this guy off into the great beyond, the great robot beyond. He's going to robot heaven. And we're
Sure.
gonna send him there. Now.
Yikes.
Just kidding, it's robot hell. Look, the family's all here. I got all 4 of them here, and also my 5 stupid sons.
I like how I killed
And
that
now they've
guy,
all
but I
despawned.
have no loot on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, sometimes it's like that. Oh god, my regular stupid son isn't even spawned. I need my weak auras. I can't function without them. They have to play. I have to have them play the game for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, the game really was better before add-on developers ruined it, and they made it so that very unskilled players like myself, who
Mhm.
forget to summon our pets, you know,
I agree.
are on the same footing as brilliant genius people who do
Mhm.
remember to summon their pets.
Right.
That's right. Get them, Bat Slobber. Ugh, terrible name. Terrible. We're gonna have to pull that Ray's dead, that ghoul out. Track his cooldown. Alright, yeah, we gotta dismiss this boy. I can't remember if dismissing him will actually give me a new name on a pet or not. Stonekeeper. Alright, I'll keep Stonekeeper. He is as his name would indicate, he's a keeper.
Yes.
Bam. Banish that unicorn to robot hell. All right. We've got, what, one more flower left to gather for me at least, and then this should do it for us for killing these guys.
I'm already done. I'm at the
Oh, well, good for
beach.
you. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, actually. Thank you.
All right, great. Okay, I still need 2 more horns, 1 more horn. Maybe I can get it from one of... Oh, my God. Yep. That would be a good idea.
That is crazy. You are talking crazy.
That's true. That sounds like too much quality of life.
That sounds like helping players. I don't know.
Ah. All right, Stonekeeper and I are on our way over there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, time to say goodbye to this robot. We barely knew you, and you were a robot, so you don't have a soul. Good luck in purgatory.
Well, those are fighting words.
What's he gonna do about it? He's not alive anymore, but not dead either, because he's just a robot. Or he's not, and I'm wrong. Okay, no voice in, no actual, like, dialogue, but they do have a horn in that goes like, dude. That's my horn impression. It sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
It did sound a bit more like a foghorn, though, than a horn that he was blowing, but that's fine. Do you want to go do the cave quest?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think me too. All right, I'm going to fly back to the capital city, and I think that'll do us for tonight. It's almost 5. We need to eat. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, time to use the best Whirling Surge in the game right now with the Shadowlands elemental mounts. Yeehaw! I love that. This mount went from being one that I absolutely did not care about in the slightest, and I don't think I've ever used on purpose, to one that I absolutely love, and I will definitely be using all the time in Dynamic Flight just because of the like cool animations that it has that are decoupled from the harness, the mount
This
harness.
is quite a big city.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Dornogal, is that what it's called? No, Kaz-Algar. Yeah, it's pretty good. And this whole area that we're in right now is like a sanctuary. You can log out anywhere in here. Pretty good. Hit him with another Whirling Surge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, WoW at night. We're known for our mount content.
Honestly, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I wouldn't say no. I would watch mount content. The 50 best mounts in WoW ranked.
We're known for
I'd
our
watch
sick
that.
transmogs and our mount content.
That is true. Unironically, I am known for having nice transmogs.
Same.
Yep. This is doing kind of a weird thing, though, where it's like kind of leveling off. It's like snapping to leveled off in a way that other mounts don't do. That's actually kind of weird. Whatever.
Which one is it?
The Sin Touch Deathwalker from like Shadowlands Season 1 Keystone Master or something.
Oh yeah, I like how that looks. I like how it spins on the
Yeah,
bottom.
that's what I was saying.
It is a little bit wiggly though.
Just a little. Oh yeah, I could see that
little
giving
wiggly.
people like I'm not a motion sickness guy, thankfully, but I could see that messing with
Yeah.
people. I think the moose
Very
with the way
wiggly.
that they do all that lateral movement is really gonna mess with some people. They got to get that under control. It's absurd. Alrighty, that was pretty fun. I think if I had to rank them, I think DK definitely like fell behind Warrior in terms of like the fun quota, but that's only because Colossus Warrior had the like insane damage, like insane bursts. I think Rider of the Apocalypse is super fun as a talent tree, and Sand Lane, I don't know that it's fun, but it is. Damn, is it good for blood? So, yeah, I mean, you know what? Doing a lot of damage and being super strong is fun. So yes, it is. Even though it's right back to the same Heartstrike spam play style that DKs have been wanting to get away from forever. So DK looking pretty good. Warrior looking pretty fun. Honestly, the only thing that I've played of the 5 classes that I've played so far that I was like disappointed by was Druid of the Claw. Druid, which, I mean, the name alone should be a giveaway that maybe they didn't think about it that much. Druid of the Claw, Druid. Yeah.
It's not good.
It needs improvement. But Monk's good. Warrior's good. Pally's good. DK's good.
What do we have
so, you
left?
know.
I think I have just Pally left, right?
Yeah, Demon Hunter for
Yeah.
me. Pally for you. And unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for that to be, like, updated or whatever, like DH to actually have 2 specs for it to be worth playing.
Yeah.
But I will
Yep.
say, Paladin, I don't know that you'll like Lightsmith because it really doesn't seem like it works right or correctly right now. But
Mhm.
I think you're going to love Herald of the Sun because that thing was doing work. It was shredding.
Well, I'll check it out. As
Yeah.
soon as they let me in the game again, I actually am
Yeah.
trying to log into my Paladin, and it's not letting me, so
Yeah. Well, all right.
there's that.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap
All
this up,
Yeah,
and
let's wrap it up.
we'll stream again once the Vengeance Demon Hunter stuff is in.
Yeah.
We don't really want to stream with it like half broken, some talents there, the rest
One
still
tree not even in.
not yet
yeah.
implemented. But as soon as that's implemented, we'll probably do like one more. Oh, the world server's down. We'll
Oh,
probably
that'll explain it.
do one more round of leveling with that.
Yeah, that ought to be fun. And yeah, didn't mean to log out there, but yeah, all right. That's a good stopping point. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.